o'clock here.
We
9 o'clock
are
here.
live.
Oh,
We already live. You saying it, Stan. You speaking it.
Live.
What's up? What's up in the chat out there? It just went from zero as soon as we went live, but we had some people in here. It don't matter. We've got another person coming up. There's Dragos. Dragos is here too.
God, it got smaller.
Yeah, we got smaller. Is he coming? Is it working?
I don't know. He's circling.
And they're just now
Nick,
getting home
where'd you
from
go?
work.
Why'd you get so small?
There he is.
Hey, Drago. I like the what I assume is a saltwater tank.
I want to turn my camera off for a second.
Oh, Drago's froze, baby.
Drago's look a little froze up. Froze up.
I think he's good. Lakers, Mitzi, AR Friedman, what's up? Vickers, Wolfman, how you guys doing? Vickers.
What's
I
good,
grew up
Chad?
with-
Vickers.
I grew up with someone with the last name Vickers, and we always used to go Vickers every time he was around. And they're like the only other people I've seen with that last name. So every time I see, anything to do with their company, I'm like Vickers in my head. It just, I don't know. Force a habit, I guess.
Morbid Sadistic Balls is a badass name.
Yeah, he's pretty sadistic. I talk to him like kind of a lot, like almost every day, and he's a pretty sadistic dude.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, Stanton needs to buy this.
But he's all right. He's cool.
Email from me before I sell it.
And Wolfman.
What happened? What happened?
No, so Stanton Morbid actually wanted to buy this girl. It's a female pastel het pied. Well, I will say yes, het pied.
Yes.
From me, and he has yet to, give me the money. So give me the money.
How
send
much?
it to you.
Fess it up, Morbid. Fess it up, Morbid.
How much? I just said I love the pastellies.
What's
How
up,
much?
Smay? Beamer,
Let me know.
thanks for coming
Let me
in.
know.
And it's a hat
Holler-
pod.
What up, brother Luke?
Holler at me. Holler
Little brother
at me,
Luke.
dude.
We'll try it again. What's up, Dragos?
Now he's still frozen, same way in front of the aquarium.
He's an AI. He's an AI robot.
Are we AI in tonight?
Moved. He's good.
I'm
see
here,
the
but I have to
bubbles.
turn my camera off because they walked in from work and there was all kinds of commotion.
Emotion.
But Dragos, you all right? You there with us?
I'm about to just call him.
About to. Well, then
Yeah,
why
did
don't
you
you?
drop a RWO elbow on him?
Yeah, get the elbow on it.
About to get on it.
Gotta
We
go.
are the RWO.
This is live action.
Live action. There we go.
I mean,
Yay!
I saw a fish move. So
Nick, I didn't know you was the turtle man.
And like everything's going crazy.
Say what?
What's up, Smay?
It says the page cannot be uploaded.
Oh hell, man.
Unresponsive page.
We
Oh,
see you,
shit,
but you're not
man.
moving.
Just in StreamYard.
Well, exit out of it and try again.
Yeah, go back out. Back out and come back in. Now we got 15 people. There we go. We're getting up there. I mean, it was funny because there was like 5 people in here, and then as soon as I hit live, it popped right to 0. And I was like, well, what the heck? Where'd they go?
Try it on your phone.
I'm still waiting on Benji to tell me he's coming on Saturday.
Let me get off the phone. so you
Benji
can
from the Netherlands or whatever.
No. Benji from Maryland.
Oh, all right.
Benji with nice snakes, not bald head.
No, shaved head. He ain't bald. He's shaved. I mean, he had hair. That's shaved.
What the fuck is wrong with being bald?
Nothing. I'm just saying there's a
Okay.
difference from
Okay.
shaving your head and a bald guy.
Because Stone Cold Steve Austin is bald and he'll kick your ass.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He'll
He's
stun
like
me.
60 something now.
He's probably still
Hey,
kick my
I'll
ass.
tell you something, baby. Can't nobody fuck with a Stone Cold, baby. I don't give a fuck if he's 80 years old. That's a rattlesnake.
He'll probably look at me, give me a double middle fingers, kick me, and I'm knocked out. Stun me. Like,
Boom, boom,
wait
boom.
till I take a drink of beer, toss it at me because I'm instantly out of.
I love Stone Cold.
Yeah, man. When I was into wrestling like that, I had his shirts and all that shit because he
What's
was
up,
like the
Mitzi?
badass guy. But anyway,
So what's up, y'all? Any shows coming up in your area?
I mean,
There's a South Tuna show that's
That probably is.
one all the time here every other month, but it sucks.
what is that? Like the VFW or something like that? Not
It's basically it's at a hotel, but I mean,
That's mostly
what's
where
up,
we have
Justin?
them, but
What's going on,
Our
Justin?
shows are at churches here.
What's
Live.
up,
Imagine what happens when I go through the doors in
Lakers.
flames.
Zach,
When I walk through these
What's up,
church
dude?
doors,
Zach
I
Brad.
burst into flames.
Brad.
back at you. But yeah, I don't have no material tonight. I had a busy week. I mean, just
well, he's rocking his Penn State.
yeah, and the game's coming up this weekend. Like, you know,
Yeah, fuck West Virginia.
Are we showing our shirts?
Oh,
I mean, I just wanted to wear the whiteout jersey just because it's first week of college football up here, and this is a college town. So whenever that weekend comes, there's just a buzz.
yeah, and they're playing
Orlando Magic Nation.
West Virginia for the first time in a while. Like
College
Yeah,
football
like,
is
I
like a
think
big
40
party.
times, man.
I think it's like since '83. That was the last time they played. '84, something like that.
It's back before that. Penn State joined the Big Ten. Whatever. But I mean,
Yeah.
it's a big rivalry. It should be, right?
It used to be. It still should be.
Penn State, Pitt, Penn State, West Virginia, Pitt, West Virginia. That should be fun, right? And I think it will be 2 days.
Lakers, I feel bad for you, bud, but I mean, we all got our teams.
I miss
Football.
Penn State IUP games.
Football.
IUP.
Yeah, we hear you.
Check. Dragos, are you there, Dragos?
IUP games.
Movement.
That's just drinking.
We good now. We
Is that
good.
a saltwater tank you have there, Dragos? Is that a saltwater?
No, it's fresh water. Fresh water.
What do you got in there? Cichlids?
I'm gonna say, don't you got an Oscar in there?
Horn. Got two
Oscars and Stiglitz.
Got two Oscars over here. Flower horn.
Hey, Lexi,
Cichlid type.
love you, darling.
There's only 5 fish in here. 2 babies in here.
How big's that tank?
5 and a 20.
A 55?
Okay. I'm gonna do the. I'm gonna do
You wanted to see?
a build right here across the whole wall. Once I move everything out to the back with all the pythons and stuff, we're gonna move everything out to the back. I'm gonna build something back there, and I'm gonna build a whole wall right here and put this one on the other side of the road.
Nice.
All right. So, I'm starting to preach this whole image thing. I guess I kind of wanted to bring this up, and I'm getting kind of shot down by a lot of people. They're like, no matter what you do, they're going to find the next thing wrong. If it's you're not feeding live and you're not showing anything bad, then you must be keeping it in racks and doing this wrong and doing that wrong. I mean, once again, it's everybody's so judgmental in this hobby, and the judgment needs to stop. Like, that's another thing. Like, why judge? But I don't care how Kent does it or Dragos does it. Like, they're still my boys. Yeah, fuck off, Nick. But you know what? You're still my dude. You're still my dude. What are you
Just
holding?
can't let it get to you, bro. Don't let
Exactly.
it get to you.
Yeah, that's a pinstripe something.
That's a
I
pen.
don't know, man. I don't know what it is. I've been looking at
What up,
super
Rudy?
pins, but there's so many
It's his
different
favorite.
variations.
That's a Nick pastel pen.
Oh, let's see the head and the eyes.
Oh, this son of a bitch ain't gonna cooperate.
Pin, right? I mean, I think
No, this was pin. This was hang on. This was like pinstripe, albino pinstripe to or cinnamon pinstripe to champagne pinstripe.
Well, there's no champagne in there. I'll tell you that.
Obviously,
I would.
obviously.
I think there might be
Kent
cinnamon.
would know if it had
No,
champagne.
I don't think it's got
Tell him,
cinnamon in
chef.
it. It's either just a really beautiful pinstripe, or I've been like researching like super pins, like
I mean,
basic super pins, but I don't know.
It could be. We don't know. Or
Because the cinnamon pinstripe is a super cinnamon pinstripe. So if it is his
Hold it.
baby,
Yeah, hold it a little
anything-
higher, Nick. No, hold it. No, back and then a
anything-
little higher. Your
don't know
lighting
what you
tonight is
want.
a little darker.
Oh,
towards the front.
okay,
Would you like
okay.
a
The
jigsaw
light.
pin?
There
My
you
bad,
go. Back
dude.
up. There you go. Much better. Oh yeah.
It's
Okay.
kind of dark for a normal pen, I'd say.
Yeah, wait.
Yeah, I don't think it's a normal pinstripe, but I don't know.
No, because I have a normal pen and it don't look like mine.
She's super.
I mean, I don't have a normal pen, but if we're showing off our pinstripes,
She's
I mean,
kind
I
of
got 'em.
almost the color of my chocolate
I don't
pen,
have
but
mine
she's
with
also
me.
got hidden gene Wuma.
then if we must, single gene
She's
pinstripe,
had hypo.
at least visually.
Let's see
I-
craft.
So
I got a bunch of these for sale too, everybody, by the way. They're cheap. Let me know.
Who's popping up now?
Hit him up. Hit him up.
Oh, nobody.
Hit up Nick on his IG. Hit up Nick on his IG.
Triple
If you
check.
need a- if you need a
Kent's
pen.
got something
Hit him
going on.
up.
I'm slacking.
Yeah, I mean, so this is a pinstripe, but also
Yeah, see that? That looks just
Pet
like
clown.
ours. That's just.
Pet clown
We
and
just
Pet
got a
Beast
plain.
and
Pet
possible
Oh
clown.
no.
enhancer.
Yeah.
So I mean, this has some other things going on.
Oh yeah, no.
Is there any way you
Ours
can do
just looks
me and
thick
him,
copper.
Ken?
He probably can.
No, I can't. I don't know how.
I want to compare them so bad.
I mean,
Because I mean, look at how
I
all
mean,
the
I
busy.
could put
it's
all
so
of us
busy.
backstage and then have you two up and then put us all back in. But then I'll probably fuck it up and kick everyone out.
We can do that later.
So I mean, you can see.
Hey, nothing about being honest, you know.
There's some light coloration.
Sorry.
on the hats, but what's up, Malacio?
What up, Wiz? How's it going,
So
dude?
Wiz,
Wiz Tang Clan.
Where's this?
Wiz, I'm going to be hitting you up. I got some things to talk to you and Keys about. I want to do like group wars, and I'm trying to get together 10 games. I'll explain the whole thing to you, but I'll be hitting you up. What else
Malacio,
Kent got?
Here's the
what's
thing
that, Kraft?
from him. It's a hypo Mojave.
I was going to say that's my hobby.
Yeah, right. Look at them guitar picks.
That's nice. I like that.
And she's doing great, and she's not feisty at all. When I got her, she was feisty.
You know what else I think is a marker for head hypo? If all the alien heads are drugged down. If it has alien heads and they're all drugged down into like the very bottom of the white,
They're guitar picks.
I'm noticing that on a lot of head hypos. But I already figured out the shed thing. I mean, I'm glad I seen that early.
Well, circle if you think it is, and you'll see.
I'm with you on the no pattern, Ken.
Yeah, like even on head hypos, like they won't be the bleach white, you know what I mean? But they'll have like that white tint to the bottom side of it because I don't know, it just has that white tint. And then if you hold it up to the light, it'll be solid. There won't be no patterns. But if you do something that's not head hypo, you'll see where that mark is on the dorsal stripe, or you'll see where the brown is in the alien heads. You know, you'll see them in the shed when you hold it up. But with anything to do with hypo, you will not.
I mean, this is a non-ethical life pro tip to how to test for that. Circle and see on the shed.
It's not prototypical, no, but I'm just saying that's what I've noticed, and a lot of people saying, yeah, they did too.
That's an nanner.
I can't get the lighting right, can I, tonight, y'all? I'm sorry.
You need an elbow, Nick. Where's your daughter at? How about her drop you one to get you right?
I got her in there trying to go to sleep. She got to go to school tomorrow. It's
She's
getting all of its
well
little
with it
black
now.
freckles, man. I remember when this was a little shit.
See, that's why I like Ultramel. Them freckles just bother me.
What?
I mean, Ultramel never has freckles.
Come on,
Yeah.
you can't knock the
Come on
banana
now.
seeds.
No, I mean, I
don't like the
I
freckles.
like the freckles. I think when they get older, some of them get bigger, and it's like it looks like ink spots. Like someone took ink and just like threw it at them. It's fucking awesome to me.
I just don't like it.
Well, it's all personal.
Each your own. That's like why I don't like pastel clowns, because when they brown out, their heads look like a chocolate chip cookie, and I don't like chocolate chip cookies. There's
Oh,
so many
that's
better cookies than chocolate chip.
He's
Our
young like
female
Coco.
banana has very, very little freckle. And
But she
our
probably got
male,
something else in her.
Oh
our
yeah.
male has, he's 100% het pied. He has quite a bit of freckle on him.
Well, all my banana babies are, and all of our bananas really are males because ours is a male maker. So I don't get any female bananas, but anything I pair our banana with, he's a horn dog, so he's gonna breed it. Like we have to stop breeding him to snakes because all we'll have is bananas. He'll breed.
That's my
till he
leopard
dies.
clown. That one, it's possible grim. He likes locking everything. You'll lock a garden hose. Don't let him catch a crease.
Yeah, they're good eaters.
I thought he had albino. Now he's had
Morbid.
That's
Morbid, I thought you was getting that snake from Kraft, Morbid. You
all right.
said
That's
send him
you
the money,
going in and
Morbid.
out, Dragos. I keep getting a one like someone's here, but it must be Dragos popping in and out.
Dragos is muted.
Yeah,
He's muted.
Dragos, you're muted. Unmute your stuff. It's on your end.
This is from the
There
albino
you
clutch.
There you go.
I didn't even see the mini bar today. Okay.
Mic check.
Now what you got, Nick?
I think it's a. I don't know. You tell me. I know it's a bamboo, but I can't tell if it's got inchy in it or a pastel. But it's
I don't think
definitely
I see
head.
pastel, but
It's definitely head albino. So
I think I might see Enchi.
I see Anchi. Look at the pattern.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Is the head on the top pinching back to the top?
Yeah.
Eye stripes.
can you?
Watching on the
Yeah,
head
a little
see
bit.
pastel.
I can't get these snakes to cooperate.
They never do.
So like,
But
I don't have anything.
With the
All
stretched
the
out alien
bamboos-
heads and joining of the alien heads, I'd say that's Enchi.
Itchy,
well, all
yeah.
the bamboos I have are inchy. Like all of my bamboos are inchy. So there's a good possibility, you know. But it's definitely head albino.
It's fun.
But this was a surprise, man. Like this is the only one we got out of that clutch. Every other one, all the rest of them were albinos. So he snuck one in at the last minute. But I might keep him. I don't know.
Snuck it in, huh?
Or it's a female, so no, I might sell her.
Did you see that,
I don't
Kraft?
like.
Well, see what?
What
What
Morbid
Morbid
said?
said. He still won it.
Yeah, you know what? I'll make more, man. I'll make better ones for you. We can link up later. Yeah, it happens, man. You know, sometimes you make some nice champagne pastel stuff that don't sell. No wobble. Look at that.
Oh, none of my champagnes have wobble.
No wobble. Paradox.
I don't think I've ever heard anyone said champagnes have wobble.
They do.
No,
I haven't heard it.
I will.
Now I
bring
gotta go
it
get a
to
snake.
father. He has a wobble. But I mean, just look at all the paradoxing and stuff that's going on here.
Oh, wait.
I don't know if he's het pied or het lab, but he might be. So you might see. And if he is het pied, he'll prove it.
Dude, I got some champagne stuff for you, man.
I don't want to, but I'm going to have to because it just don't make sense for me to keep things and I'm not going to be working. That I have a blackhead female that's het pied, het lav. She's an awesome snake. I don't really want to get rid of her, but I'm just not working pied lav.
This is like the one I showed the other night that's got that super sherbet orange.
Yeah, that's gotta be something else. That or champagne or something, and that champagne.
That's just
Well, it's-
champagne with something.
It's it's a champagne pinstripe, but it's definitely got something else in it. But I
Yeah,
don't
because
know.
of orange. I don't think they get orange like that.
So
I mean, not.
in pinstripe, it throws the whole dorsal, right? That's what I'm saying.
Well, not in a champagne.
Well, I mean, because I have just a single gene champagne here.
If you look very closely in this champagne, you can still see some kind of like if you're up close looking at
It
it,
kind of
and,
looks like the pinstripe pattern on the side a little bit.
you
I
can
see that.
kind of see it. You
Got
can
stuff
kind
going
of
down.
see it,
Mine
but that's
is
what you see is that dorsal. That's your indicator there. You
so
know what I mean?
this is my nicer
so-
champagne of the two. I mean, it has.
See how prominent like that is, that stripe, but it blushes out and distorts everything on the sides. I'd imagine because of the champagne. I mean, I don't know.
Champagne.
That's just what happens.
But I mean, I've heard things that like Mojave, Yellow Belly, a bunch of other things are in here or in my champagne.
Look at that one, Ken.
I got. What's that one?
This is
This
a
one's
hidden
champagne.
gene Woolworth.
What you got?
What is that?
Hidden gene Woolworth.
Yeah, I mean, same complex,
Yeah.
right?
Same,
Yeah.
it looks just about the same.
Yeah.
Is that a
But
normal
yours-
hidden gene Womas? Just that's it, hidden gene Woma?
Yeah, I mean, that
Mine's
old
a-
school spider complex, man.
What is it? It's a soul sucker, Angie.
Oh, Enchi hidden gene Woma. All right.
Angie.
Well, look at that.
And this is just a banana pie
Banana pie.
pastel, yeah.
I like that.
I got her with this one here. This is the sister. This banana. The super banana.
I ain't got no bananas.
So I got
See, I
her
don't mind the
with
super bananas because they don't have freckles. I like
that. Yeah, the
freckles.
super banana, I really like the patterns on them.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, banana needs to be, have black pastel in it, right?
I like that pod. I like that pod.
With albino.
Very low white.
Yeah. I like how the blanching, it's only like 2 spots. But like Nick said, they're starting to come out like paint.
I like that orange it's flaming in. That orange is badass.
Yeah.
It's like they're
White
getting
pied,
bigger.
that's white pied.
Mm-hmm.
So I like
You say that's a female?
Yes, sir.
Nice.
So it's female can make females. A low white pied, best white pied. And when it's head ultra mel.
All right, I'm going to go get my pod. You have it for a minute.
When you have this,
Yeah, I like the low white part. I don't like the high white.
I mean,
I like both.
that double hat.
Unless it's like just the head that has the pattern and it's solid white. I like that.
Well, then you need to breed a spider pod, right?
Yeah.
Because that's the only that they'll have
You
only
have
the
that
head pattern.
Girl.
Okay.
And this boy that's approved male, ultra male, het pied. I mean, so now I put 2 of them together. Shit, we're good.
So you like the ultra male stuff?
I do.
That's cool.
Oh yeah, Kent does.
Saying
He's
that.
Team Ultra Male.
Yeah, right.
Team
Yeah,
ultra
I'm team
male.
Ultra Male for sure.
I upgraded, my hats. I started off, everybody knows, with this dude, right? Ultramel pin that I showed off entirely too many times, right? Now I have
What happened to Ken?
proven. He left
You
us.
got KO.
I have the proven male ultra male het pied breeder, and the future girl growing up, and I got this girl too.
I kicked myself out.
Yeah, right. So here's my only female ultramel, and I would bet she's gonna prove heifer pied.
I like that
Right.
part better than that one.
Yeah, right. I never had a female ultramel until.
Shangy girl, what up?
You're trying to get those Ultra Male pods, huh, Ken?
Oh heck yeah! And now I'll have them. At least pied head ultramels next year, or this coming year. And then the following year, yeah, we're gonna hit them and then combos.
Mhm.
I like that. What is that?
A pied.
No, shit, you're kidding me.
That's what it was sold as, just the normal pie. I don't think he's just,
Just
a
a
normal
normal
pie.
pod?
Yeah, but
See,
I
I
don't
say
think
that's
he's
a
just
male.
normal. Yeah, it's
I
a
say
male.
that
Male?
about all my pods. I always. we
Man, I
always
wish
say
I had
that.
mine with me because my pod don't look like that. And it's supposed to be a normal.
I mean,
He's
pied.
just
That
got
looks
too
way
much
different
going
than
on.
mine.
Like if I could get up there by the neck, It's hard because you just don't want to cooperate. Like, look,
I mean, he's got the rusty, the pattern.
And that's real
There.
rough.
I mean, it's hard to tell with pipe, man.
It is. It is. But like he was talking about the pinstripe, like the differences.
but this is the
This is the-
sire to the pied clutch that I'm hatching out, so I'm excited.
This is the same clutch from that champagne pin I just showed,
Yeah.
but this is a champagne pin as well.
Crap.
But look at the difference.
Yeah,
You see
so
that
it's more
dark-
dirty on the sides
see
than
that-
mine.
Well, you see the dark line that goes around that stripe. I don't know what that is. It looks like someone took an ink pen and drew the line like very prominent around that. You know what I mean?
Guys don't be
You
getting
said
my-
that's a pod, Nick?
No, this is it's just I guess a champagne pin. I guess.
Oh, okay.
It's
Okay.
so hard to tell with champagne.
Yeah, it's super hard, but I mean,
You pulled that
like-
one out Sunday night too, didn't you?
yeah, well these were
Yeah.
from a champagne pin, and we believe the champagne pin to the super cinnamon fucking pinstripe. So
everything's cinnamon.
yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty sure it would be 100 like pinstripe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
I'll bring them out.
I don't know. I feel like most of my snakes have all different kinds of stuff in them, and nobody knows.
Dick, don't be a dick. Don't be a dick. All right. So I got him out. He's gonna be a dick with his wobble.
Only for the camera.
Come on, don't bite me.
All right, you can take me off the big screen.
I was trying to get a snake, but two of my females didn't want to come out.
Oh, don't. Ken, I might get bit. You never know.
Well, they was hissing and jerking at me and stuff, so I was just like, no, they don't normally do that.
He sired my.
Hey, I
first
like the
one.
busyness. Yeah, I like the busyness of that snake.
And,
David, thanks for coming in. Morgan, hello.
All the paradoxing.
She said it looked like a yellow belly pod.
Who?
We're gonna let him go back.
Morgan.
He don't like me.
Could be. I mean, I was
About to get
told.
tagged up. Okay.
I was told that it came from a black pastel Enchi clutch and it was a normal, so I don't know.
Here's the same genes in the sun form. Without the
Yeah, see,
on the bite.
you got that really dark
What's better?
black outline too. You
What's
have
up,
that too.
Benedict?
Pick that snake back up if you don't mind.
Which one?
Me or
The one
Ken?
you just had, Kent.
The adult or the baby?
The one you just had in your hand. That you put to the left. Yeah, that one. Hold it up to the camera on its dorsal. All right. You see that black, that outlines right there. Yeah, you see how it's like black outlining that dorsal stripe area
What up,
right
Green
there?
Line? Thanks for coming in, Jay.
See how it's more prominent where your finger is right now? Right there. You see that? That's how those champagnes have.
Yeah, it's champagne pastel.
That's what I'm saying. It might just be a fucking champagne thing.
Yeah, champagne.
I don't know.
Fucking wonky as hell. I will say that because I showed you that one earlier, and here's the actual one that I know is just solely champagne, right?
So I got reflectors
So-
on my collar.
So this looks like your normal champagne, right?
Yeah, see, that looks like a normal champagne to me. What he has, I just don't see it.
So
Well, the mom looks really
That's good here,
crazy.
Jay.
Like she looks really blowed out. Like there's like no pattern on her at
here's
all.
The one
you
with
know?
the hat, right? That I assume
What's up, Green Line?
could be a hat because still got that some wonkiness going on. But I mean, you can see just in champagne, two wholly different animals.
Oh yeah, totally.
I mean, it's crazy. And I was
Well, I can take
Champagne
two.
and the right combos and
Yeah.
clown makes them look red, and I think they're badass. Just
Oh,
saying.
yeah. Elaine had some crazy clown champagne stuff going on.
What up, Bud Files? Thanks for coming in.
And I-
Yeah, if you have it with the right
Files.
genes. You have it with the right genes and clown. It gives a reddish looking clown, and it's badass. I definitely want to make some someday.
Well,
Yeah,
you
I
need
mean,
to fuck with that cinnamon
champagne's
then,
or
Ken.
champagne.
What's
Champagne's
up?
a Pied Barker, right?
If you like red, you need to start getting into champagne or cinnamon.
Cinnamon's all right, but
I don't know. Our cinnamon is really like. Some days he looks brown, but if you get him in the right light, he looks really like a reddish tint. You know, like a real rust, like really, really rust colored.
I agree that there's potential in champagne and a lot of it, but it's got to be done right. As soon as you put that one gene in it that makes it look funky, it's all funky, and you ain't
Well,
gonna
and
get.
I mean,
itself
you
is
can't
functional.
breed. You can't breed two champagnes together. Like, don't do that.
What's
You
up,
know what I'm
Victory
saying?
Lane?
Like,
Thanks for
it's one
coming
of
in,
those genes that you can't.
Slithery.
You don't need
Dorian,
to breed it
my
together because
dude.
all your eggs are going to die. You know what I'm saying? Just like if you
Yeah.
bred two spiders together, you don't do that.
Yeah.
Just like you don't do the champagne. So
But
everybody keep that in mind, you know. But I mean,
But I
I
mean,
don't
like,
have
something like
any of my
Monsoon.
champagnes have any neurological problems, and I got like
Yeah, you
four.
can't do
We're
champagne with
lucky. We're
champagne. That's
Yeah.
obvious.
But I was talking to Billy about this on a hair down, and we were talking. Like, I shut off a champagne het pie, and he's like, "Is there monsoon in there or not monsoon? Mojave." I'm getting to this because we were talking about monsoon, you know, and that has such a distinct pattern. So does champagne. So with the two of them together, would champagne
That happens a lot.
soon?
I don't want y'all to know where I live.
But I mean, it was just looking at that. Like, here are the genes that we know that mess up patterns, right? Champagne does it. Leopard can bring it back, and she can bring it back, right? And monsoon is a whole new animal, right?
Charlie, what's up, dude? Thanks for coming in.
Gray Rider.
Charlie's about to take a lot of my money now with that cryptic and clown stuff. But anyway,
Yeah, Charlie's got some things going on up there for sure.
I have sheds waiting that I was waiting on sending out, man. So we'll see what I have if it's not, you know, het for whatever. But yeah, I was talking to Billy about, you know, that, you know, what can we do to like mess up monsoon or whatnot? And I was like, champagne. Champagne can f everything up, right? I mean, it's one of the few things that's not a normal ball python looking snake, right?
I agree. Champagne fucks everything up.
No. Let's not take it out of context, people. He means it in a good way. He means fuck it up in a good way.
Okay, well, yeah, I agree that it fucks it up.
I just want to let the audience
we gotta
know.
add enchi, we gotta add leopard, you know, something to bring back pattern into champagne. And, you know, monsoon on its own is messed up, right? So put 2 and 2 together, maybe.
I got a question.
We probably got an answer.
Maybe.
The last time I talked to Drago, he was he wasn't breeding his snakes. Have you decided to, you know, throw some males with some females yet? I bet you have.
Well, no,
I
look,
bet you have.
let me take you on the little thing real quick. No,
Yeah, let me see.
Let me see. I want to see too.
Adventure.
You've been way too quiet. You've been way too quiet.
You know he did.
so down here
Oh, I know he did.
we
Ken,
have
put him on
Nagini.
solo.
We locked on 5'11", 5'27", 6'4", 6'9", 7'11".
7-Eleven.
She has an 8. She has an 8 since 7'2". That was her last meal,
Yeah, man.
and she's
She's
about
building
to
now.
shed. She's
Is
about
that
to shed.
pinstripe albino?
Yeah,
Man,
she's about to shed right
put him
now.
on.
I love pinstripe albinos. I love them.
So she's about to shed right now. So I'm not sure if that's going to be the prelay or not. But then we
Go
Oh,
back.
God damn it.
Then we got.
God
There we
damn
go.
it.
He's back. He's back.
this one's head exantics, and her last meal was 8:26.
What did you say she was again?
Not that long ago.
This is a pastel 100% head exantics.
All right.
Pastel, baby.
Yeah. But Nagini, she's about to shed, so I don't know if she has an 8 since 7-11. So
Get up close on her. Let's see that. Let's see that beautiful
Put him on
bitch.
blast, Ken. Put him on blast.
I'm stoned. Leave me alone.
so I don't know what she's kind of
Man.
like rigid, but I don't know.
Yeah. Well,
You'll know. She'll start flopping over.
Yeah, when they start that inverted
Ball
lane,
wrapping.
that's like get the incubator ready, baby. Let's do it, child, baby.
They was doing that before. Like when I first paired them, like the first 2 times, they started laying upside down.
Yeah,
And stuff.
yeah, but they might do that faux get you confused.
So yeah, I don't know.
They're trying to throw them off.
You know how many times I threw a sock at him today?
But
My cat's
that's not-
pissed because I won't let him out.
We're gonna do it. We're gonna do again probably October, November area, and we're gonna have probably about 6 ready.
Oh, I was gonna
Leopard.
show this to Charlie because now that he has Clown, and I know it's Clown, but I want to make sure she's pied. Pastel Acid, Het Clown, possible.
Oh, it's acid.
See, I like acid. I want to get some acid
in
shit.
shed. But we might get lucky. Maybe there's something else. I don't know. There's a
Hey, y'all know what I want? Y'all know what I really, really want? And that's
What do
that
you really, really
gorilla.
want?
One is
That's
Ziggy
that-
God.
That's that. That's that gorilla,
Gorilla.
gene, man. Have y'all fucking seen that gorilla gene? Who did that?
Gorilla.
Ken? Who was that? Was that DPR? Who did that?
Yeah, DPR.
Oh
They're
my
Cobra.
god, dude! Look
One
at
of them.
the frig up. Somebody, if you get a chance, look up the gorilla ball python. If you ain't seen it, because I'm telling you right now.
Who wants my super Wookiee acid? Everybody?
Female.
Who wants my super Wookiee acid? Everybody.
I
I mean,
like that damn. I like that logo with that DNA strand with the cowboy hat. That is fucking awesome.
I mean,
yeah, that is pretty cool.
I imagine that's a DNA strand. I don't know.
I can't imagine.
Yeah, because he does DNA stuff.
Sweet.
I mean,
DNA.
Wookiee is.
I'm slacking because I ain't got it yet.
You know,
I mean, I got acid in the freezer, but
complex.
not in my snake collection.
no,
It's a male.
he didn't.
I'm slacking on that.
Yeah, I haven't got it yet either.
Oh,
Look
the
at that
little
dude.
Oh,
lizard.
nice veil.
Look at that dude.
Look at
If y'all
that.
want
Charlie,
if y'all
does
need
he
another
use-
pet, I recommend a chameleon.
So it's a
These things are
spectrum
chill.
with DNA.
I've looked at them, Drago. My old lady wants one bad, but
They be
they're
super chill.
expensive.
I'd take that super Wookiee.
I got
I
Very
mean,
expensive.
we go just a little north of the Everglades. You can catch
Yeah,
those outside
DPR.
at night for free. Big ones, big
Sweet, Charlie.
chameleons.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that GHI
That's
gorilla
nice.
is
That's a
fire,
male?
Rogers.
And
Is that a
he's
male?
just Real, yeah, it's a real chameleon.
Hell yeah.
No, a male.
Yeah, it's a male.
Yeah.
I mean, you can tell. I mean, they get.
See, on his back legs,
Yeah, you see.
he's got the little.
What's up,
spurs on the
Masha?
back.
Yeah,
get
yeah,
spurs and
okay.
dominates.
Thanks for coming in.
Yeah, I want one, but they're expensive. I might buy one for my old lady, for
They're
like
real
10-year
cool,
anniversary
low
or something.
maintenance, easy to feed, I mean,
I wouldn't mind getting a set.
and it's something that you
I
can leave
definitely
on-
want to breed
leave
them.
on the windowsill,
I mean,
Well,
they
have you-
are very easy to obtain, but they lack the will to live sometimes. I've had a handful of bell chameleons. Just you look at them
Where
and
we
they
got
die.
his collar.
Wouldn't eat and die.
They're like
Right,
guinea
right,
pigs,
right.
right? If you've ever had guinea pigs, shit, you look at them wrong.
Huh.
Kill over. But yeah, like any chameleon, they're stupid cool if you can keep their husbandry correct and keep them alive.
The wife wants a prairie dog.
Oh, they got a whole nother other problems.
I always wanted a monkey. I think it would just be funny to have a monkey.
My dad's ex-girlfriend when I was a kid, he had a fucking monkey, and if it didn't like you, it would throw shit on you.
Yeah, like
They
that's what I
all,
mean.
they all
story.
do that.
Someone
They
comes
all
into my
do that.
house and it sits there, shits in his hand, and starts throwing at him if you don't like him. Like I would
No.
find that hilarious. I don't know about you.
Yeah, but then you got to clean it up off the walls and shit.
I'd clean it up, laughing about it, going, that fucking monkey threw shit at him.
No,
Shit,
man, you
dead
just
monkey.
Don't live long.
You got to put them in a baby diaper. You throw a little pair of jeans on them. You let them rock out.
or
Take
you
it
go
down to the
report it
square.
out the wild, right?
Well, they train
Go.
capuchin monkeys for paraplegics, people that are paralyzed from the neck down.
Yeah.
Monkeys are smart, man.
Oh yeah, no,
They
they're
can run
smart,
the
no doubt.
microwave, get your food out of the refrigerator for you. They
Hey,
train them
Monkey,
pretty
go
hard.
get me a beer.
Monkeys have been proven in scientific tests to know how to fucking spell. They can teach them to spell. I mean, that's pretty fucking advanced. You know what I mean? Like, if you don't believe in evolution, then I mean, I'm not saying I came from gorillas, but I'm telling you right now, I didn't come. We came from something like that,
Came
because
from a
that shit is close.
I don't know, Nick. With all that hanging off your chin there, you might be a little portion of you in there.
Well, then
Hey,
I'm a
now.
baboon. I'm a baboon.
Whoa!
Yeah, that's total
You need
different.
to get some
Oh, his
sun up
hands on
there,
his
brother. You
chin.
need to get some sun up there.
I know, man. I don't want to get melanoma.
That's
On a
Tell
how
you
it
serious
works,
why,
note,
brother.
right?
melanoma is a
Dragos,
serious
are you
thing.
froze again?
No, I'm here.
Nah. All right.
That's why I called him out a minute ago. He's being too quiet. Drago, you gotta get crunk, man. You gotta do something. Let me see that Cajun flavor.
Yes, yeah, we all
Yeah.
come from our father's
I
ball.
came from my mother. I think we could all agree on that.
No,
You
we all
your
came
father
from our
first.
father's balls.
Yeah, I
Right.
don't know what women complain about. Like, they only hold them for 9 months. They swim around in their nutsacks for years.
Let's
I don't
not
know.
piss off the lady audience, y'all. Come on.
Oh,
They're
Ken,
probably the majority at this point.
and I was quoting Blue Mountain State. But anyway, since it's football season, right?
Yeah, it is football season.
Let's not get back on football, y'all. Come on.
Yeah.
What So y'all don't want to talk about nothing if we can't talk about football?
Well, no, I just don't know. I had a busy week.
Florida. I mean,
I can't come up with golden ideals all the time.
Ken, no morph market news this week.
No, there's not going on in Morph Market. The last thing that they have going on in the news is about that sale feature, and now everybody used it right away. And like, I don't know, I just think you should wait like the last week of the thing, and then you could do a back-to-back sale. If you wait till the last week of the quarter, then you can get like double exposure out of the sale. Everyone jumped the gun. I think you should wait. If you're on Morph Market, not using that sell item or thinking about it, use it at the end of the cycle.
Say this,
And then you could use it at the beginning of the next cycle. Then you could have like a 2-week sale.
Ken, homie's been on there since he's pretty much been born, right? And I have him on for like $225, right? Because it's a champagne pastel, maybe some hats in there, but still visually nice looking snake. And I dropped him down to $125, and I even will take some off on shipping, and he's still here. So
What's that again?
So he's $125 shipped.
And what is he?
Champagne pastel.
Okay. So it's a champion.
But there might be het pied or het lav in there. You can get that for free. But still, Brian Barchak, a bunch of other people sell that for like $225, $250, and I'm $125 shipped. Take him, no wobble. Call me.
I mean, there's a lot of deals going on like that now, though. I mean,
Visually nice snake.
people's freaking out. They can't sell their snakes.
Come on.
Oh no, I just got like 5 people with varying price points where it's stupid.
I'm holding out on our shows. I feel like that's where I'm gonna make my most money. So
Yeah, Nick,
I'm
how
not
did that
gonna.
last one go? You said
Oh
you
man,
sold out.
I didn't sell out, but I mean, I made out good. I couldn't believe it. You know what I mean? I was the first table in and the last table out.
And you did
There's-
two
So,
days,
like-
or you just did one?
It was just one. We got a show coming up November 18th in Millbrook, Alabama.
Okay.
If anybody's around, you know what I'm saying. November 18th. It's the Show Me Your Reptile or Show Me Your Snakes, whatever.
Show me snakes.
Yeah,
Right.
and that's the one we did last time, and I mean it was $65 for a table, and I don't know who messed up, but we ended up getting 2 tables for the price of one. Like we walked in and it said 666 Serpents, and it was 2 fucking tables, and I was like, that's awesome. So we took it, and we made really good money. Like we were very happy. But I will say, when you do shows, man, if you don't have it, invest in a fucking square or something like that to be able to take debit cards and shit. Because a lot of people, and it's so much more convenient. You can email them an invoice.
Right.
Square's
Yeah,
the
yeah,
shit.
yeah,
You know
so,
what I'm saying?
Nick, I forget. Somebody told me like it's like a 3% off the top, just for the service of Square, but it's so much worth it because you can generate those
Oh
info,
yeah.
things like that.
I mean, if I sell a snake for $100, I
you take
think.
$97.
Well, yeah, it's like a few dollars, and I mean, I'm not gonna sweat over a few damn dollars when I made fucking 5 times what my table was worth or more. You know,
Right.
or fuck, actually almost 10 times. I don't know. Fuck, I'm not good at math, but I did good, so
Yeah,
I was
I mean,
happy. You know.
yeah, I have like I'll do friends and family for people like I absolutely know or can like go shank later on in my life because I know it'll be. But it's just me and you. I've never met you. We're not
Oh yeah,
doing
totally.
family. I'll eat the fee, but
Yeah.
I want to make sure I get my money.
Well, a lot of times what you got to do is you got to remember that, and you have to include that in your. If you're really worried about a few dollars, like some people are worried about it. I mean, just add $5 fucking. But they're gonna ask you, why is this snake $105? And you're gonna have to explain to them, well, there's a fee to use your card. You know what they're gonna do? They're
And
gonna
that's
walk
what
to
I'll
the
do.
next
Because
table.
there's the fee to use my card at the freaking Waffle House.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
There's a fee to use your card anywhere. There's a fee to use whatever
Mhm.
anywhere.
But I mean, regardless, that's why I try to. I mean, I don't sell expensive ass snakes, but like I said, I don't
Hey,
sell
what's up, brother?
$20 snakes.
Nick,
But
you are selling snakes, right? You are.
yeah. No, I'm selling snakes, but they're not like $600, $700, $800, $900, $1,000 snakes to where that 3% is going to add up. So to me, it doesn't
You wanna
even
pay me
matter.
Cash for my snakes. That's cool.
Oh yeah, no, cash is
What?
king, baby. If you got cash, we taking it. But if you got card and you want it, I'll swipe that card, baby.
In
You
the
know what I
process
mean?
of doing
Nick, you take
business,
gold and
we are
silver
doing
too?
business. We might have to pay taxes, and that's what I
Might-
can't stand. It's like, oh shit, I gotta pay taxes. Well, yeah, you're income. Like that has been explained to you how capitalism works. We have to pay taxes, so we offset those taxes with
Oh,
that.
now we froze.
Oh yeah.
Anyway,
But I think the problem with Morph Market is you got a lot of people that came in like right around COVID that paid, a decent price for these snakes. Now that they're making babies, they think they should get this price that they paid for that, and the market's a little lower right now. The market's a little lower right now. You know what I mean? So you got to adjust your snakes to the market, and they're calling it shortchanging themselves, and it's not shortchanging. The market's more or less just equalizing, and you got to adapt with it. And you got newer breeders that have some of the most expensive snakes out there because they're trying to get out what they paid for the parents out of the hatchlings, and it's not there.
Yeah, I am a pandemic breeder. I'm not gonna lie. That's when I came in when I expanded.
Right.
But I will say I remember when things were stupid expensive for an albino or pinstripe, and I remember when shit was dirt cheap for, let's say, even still, genetic stripe adult breeder female you can get for $200. That's stupid. That's a recessive gene.
All right. Well, you can get them for under 200 on Morph Market.
And Morph Market. Where am I getting?
See you, Dave. Thanks for coming in, dude.
It's been nice to have this marketplace for all of us, but some of our price points on things are stupid.
Yeah. Like there's a lot of people out there.
I breed the old OGs that are not fucking expensive. That's why.
Yeah, your pies are always going to sell for somewhere around 400.
Exactly. Well, yeah, and a pastel is going to sell for what it is, and a normal is going to sell for what it is. But you're going to sell more of those snakes than fucking $5,000 bangers that you've been trying to get for years, and you finally get it, and now it's like, well, the market might not be what it is, so you hang on to it. And then once you've hung on to it for 3 or 4 years, you fucking breed it, and then you never end up getting rid of it, or it never goes up. It only goes down.
Is always going to be fruitile, right?
Right.
Your
normal. Yeah, and this market has to hit.
It's cheap. You can be like,
we have to hit dirt cheap before it rises. It's just how it is. Everyone got into it. A gang of people got into it and flooded the market, and it's going to have to be dirt cheap. and people's going to be like, man, I can't make money doing this because you're not right now. You're not going to make a good profit. I mean, not totally. You could see even, but it's going to be a bad year for sure. But hang around for 2 or 3 years, see it happen.
With what I
Watch the market split.
what will come out this year, I think, it's going to pay for my rats maybe for like a couple months. If I can offload them if they live. It's not.
And that's the way I'm looking at it. If I can unload these snakes to pay for my rats, I'm going to be happy.
That's why we do
so we get to the point where we're doing like acid clowns, acid Batman. We up the level here in this level. Who's echoing?
Somebody's scraping something.
I think Stan's scraping his bowl.
Oh, I thought he was scraping some paraphernalia. You're muted, Drago. Fix your phone.
That was
Drago.
before Nick. That was before Nick.
Get to a level where we're not in that.
I love Stan.
Let me see if I can turn Drago's mic up.
Stan's the man.
I don't know why.
Stan's got
See, I can't even adjust your mic because you're not as high as any of us.
Y'all can't hear me?
Yeah.
I do need some insight on the
you
incubator.
get better and cheaper. Yeah.
Okay, what's up?
What
David,
thermostat
that
are y'all
under
running?
$100 animal needs to.
I run a cheaper one, but everyone bitches at me. But it works, But everyone says you should use a Herpstat or better.
And what about the heat tape? As far as the heat tape, 12.
Get a flex one. What are you using as a cabinet?
It's a
wine cooler.
Refrigerator in the car.
That wine cooler thing, that one with the glass front.
Yeah.
All right, so get like the what is it, 21-inch wide, and run it up the backside. If it ain't 21, get to 12, and just run it up the backside and the top.
In a pinch, if you have a heat pad and a good ass thermostat, that will work. If you got one clutch in a pinch.
Okay.
I'm just gonna throw that out there. But you definitely need to have your incubator running for like as long as possible.
But
like
the difference between the Herpstat and the regular thermometer,
Right. I got that one. It is
yeah. Well, that's what I use as a
It's probably
Herpstat.
going to yell at you when it fucks up, temperature wise.
But it's only
I use a Herpstat.
It's really messed up is when the power went out.
Right.
Pet industry. David, just send it here. I'll buy it pet industry prices.
Yeah, I would say as long as you have a good thermostat, it don't really matter how you get your heat. You could use water in a reservoir with a tank heater. You could put a tank heater in a water.
We use an Inkbird thermostat.
Yeah. Any
It
good
works fine.
thermostat.
On a battery, we got a battery backup on our incubator. If it goes off, the alarm. If the temperature drops too low, it'll start pinging at you. If the temperature gets too high, the alarm will go off. That battery backup has saved us a couple times because in Florida, power could go out with the sun up. I mean, out of nowhere, poof, power's out. Like what?
Are you in hurricane territory right now?
Oh yeah.
No, we're over on the East Coast. We're like 25 minutes north of Daytona.
Oh, okay. Cool.
I knew it was coming.
Well, that's good for you.
I was trying to highlight that comment, and it wouldn't let me. And the other night when that was happening, that's when it did what it did just now. It kicked me off, and so I knew it was coming this time at least.
For the pet industry.
Roll over, hit a black.
Dragos, what do you got? That McDonald's internet over there? What's going on?
He lives down in the Cajun swamps in Louisiana, man. Give him a break.
Nice.
There we go.
You got to talk like Ed Orgeron when he was down there, or Brian Kelly when he just decided to coach.
I'm making ultra pound Clydes for the pet market. Ultra pie clown.
Ultra pound mound bars.
Something like that. Pound it. Drop an elbow on it.
I take that.
I did pick up this container though.
So I got a question for everybody. What's everybody's thoughts one by one there on full scaleless?
Full scaleless.
What?
Stay away from it. Won't do it.
Oh.
Too much of a headache.
So
I'll go in order.
I like
or
the
scaleless head
scaleless.
here. So
I wish I could have one full scaleless too. You know, I think I seen what was it, one retic out there that he had a full scaleless
there was a
python.
dude on
I
Jeremy's
really like
show.
the two-headed full scaleless, man. That'd be beautiful.
And there was somebody that allegedly hatched them out. They've said they proved them out, but I won't see it until I see it. But if somebody managed to do that, that's awesome. I mean, that's innovative. Like that's a scaleless snake on eggs.
You're talking about for retics or ball pythons?
Ball
Ball
python.
pythons.
Oh, there is scaleless ball pythons.
Yeah, but they're
Right.
really hard to
Yeah.
take care of. You got to have a lot of time.
That's the thing, though. I think
I don't
There's
know
a-
though, because I've heard mixed emotions on how to
That's
take
what I
care
was
of them.
gonna
So
say.
when it comes to shedding,
Human.
I heard like after eyes finish being blue, you put damp paper towels in them. There's no problem shedding. I've heard people using like bag balm to keep their skin a little more moist for shedding.
they say you can't
So,
keep
I
it
mean,
as humid.
And then I hear everybody say that you can't breed a female scaleless, full scaleless. They're infertile.
That too. But either way, they're the same thing as the like silky bearded dragon, right? They have no scales whatsoever, right? So they need to be humid to be able to shed that like condom fucking skin off.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
they don't need as
100%.
high of a humidity. They really don't need. I've heard that they don't need a higher humidity like your normal scaled ball python because they'll get rot, like they'll get sores on them because it's too wet. So they have to have it a little bit. It is harder to take care of it, obviously, but they have figured out like, okay, yeah, maybe 10 years ago or whatever, it was probably super duper. Like, I don't even know if it was a thing 10 years ago, but whenever it came out, it was super hard. You know what I mean? And now through years of people doing it,
Yeah,
they're getting to understand how to do it. So, I mean, I wouldn't mind having one. I mean, I wouldn't really necessarily breed it because I don't want people to have problems taking care of it. But I wouldn't mind having one as a personal pet. I think it would be cool to have one as a pet. You know what I mean? As like a visual animal.
I mean,
Yeah, it's a lot more effort. And
I had when I was in
not like I don't put effort, but I don't know. I just don't want to mess it up.
So I had the possibility to hit like awesome bearded dragons that were leatherbacks, but I also had the ability to hit like silkies, which are the all scaleless bearded dragons, which they live in freaking desert heat. But these things you had to keep like humid on like paper. You couldn't keep them like a normal bearded dragon. So I mean that really deterred me from keeping bearded dragons and breeding that specific project. But I mean yeah, it looks great, but are people gonna just buy it and it's gonna die and be like?
That's what I'm saying. That's why I wouldn't breed it. I think it's cool. I would like to have one. I mean, who would? I mean, that's cool as hell. But
We're gonna try to
I've
produce
seen the scaleless
without a
Xanthic,
doubt.
and that shit is like fuck. It's so fucking beautiful. I mean,
Good
it's
luck to you,
gray
Stan.
and black, like soft white, scaleless snake. You know what I mean? And that
I mean, even
it
in like
looks good.
corn snakes and other colubrids, it's really cool looking. I know Brian Barczyk, BHB, they do stuff with that, but it gets to the point where you're making something cool, and that can live if you know how to take care of it. And
Well, they stopped for many years doing breeding the scaleless, and now that there's more research with it, people are starting it back up. And I don't think it's
Well, Billy,
necessarily.
not too long
figured out
ago,
how to
from
keep 'em
Mutation
alive.
Creation, had the full scaleless pied. What else was it? There was a few
people
genes in there. It
know-
was a full scaleless pied.
Well, people know how to take care of them and keep them alive if they're breeding them, because you got to think. I mean, they got to be mature, and they figured it out. They haven't. I don't think figured it out 100%. I don't think none of this that we do is 100%.
We figured out a way to keep these animals alive that probably shouldn't be alive.
Exactly. Yeah.
I have snakes here that I assisted for almost a year. Nature would have said they would have never come out the egg. I have snakes today that came out that would never ever made it out of the egg. So it's did I lose two to save one? I don't know. I'm still not over the fact that my year sucked.
Right. Yeah,
You
yeah,
gotta
it
pick
has.
it up and keep going, baby. You got a lot
It
of
has.
snakes back there. You
I
got
know,
plenty
I
to
know,
keep
I know.
you busy.
All the stuff I was excited to hatch out mostly is not.
My
But anyway,
excitement's really just starting.
Yeah. Well, you're excited now, and then in about a month, you're gonna be stressed the fuck out.
No way.
I don't
Yep.
know, man. It is stressful to me, and on all honesty, when you have like 20 something, 30 babies to take care of with
Yeah.
all of your breeders, and I mean, it
I'd
gets
rather them
stressful,
all be
man.
out and be okay than dealing with like, oh, you kinked, you're fucked.
Oh yeah, well
I'd
that's
rather have
definitely.
a known constant that I have to deal with, right? Like right now, I have everything behind me and over there, plus one snake that is surviving from my clutches from this year. There's 3 more that might come out, but I know that it's a known constant, and I have rats and whatever I can do it. But it's just I don't know. If you've never had to call a snake, please
Oh, it sucks. It
have to.
sucks.
That's gonna suck. I'm not looking forward to that.
Are y'all gonna do?
I had
wet
to do that.
specimen? Is anybody doing?
Is anybody doing what?
Wet
Wet
specimen?
specimen? What do you mean?
Like whenever they die, are y'all putting them in a
Oh.
jar? Like is wet
I
Um,
feed them. I feed them to our lizard.
So I have a buddy with Mexican black king snakes. So long as they're not too super fucked up in the kinking, he'll take them and they'll eat them. So that's where they're going. So unfortunately, for me, they're not the great animals that they could be, but they're gonna go
They're
feed.
not going to waste. Yeah, they're not going to waste.
Right.
Same with
That's
any
good.
rodents I have. If something can eat them, and they're not too cancerous, something's gonna eat them. Circle life. I don't want to waste any life here. You're not gonna fight me on that. Pig gotta eat. You can't be all.
Things gotta eat.
You can't be all about. Oh, you breed rats to feed snakes, and you eat beef. Come on.
Yeah.
So you were mentioning Brian Varchek, and I've checked his morph market out, and I get updates of what he creates and stuff. And man, he's been making what's called a camo for years, and all it is a super chocolate pinstripe. Do you imagine if that guy was making them in clowns? Like the super chocolate clowns are awesome. What is a super chocolate pinstripe clown going to look like?
He's probably doing it right now.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a lot. I have a couple of snakes from him.
I mean, if you look at it, he's really not. Like he's not really
Dude,
doing
think
any
about it.
recessive.
Yeah, but
Like
think
none of his
about
stuff had.
He
the
gets
ones
a lot
we
of stuff.
see and the ones
that he
we don't
sells.
see.
Yeah, I get that.
He has his projects. He has what he founded, but this one is from Brian Barchuk. I doubt that it was produced at BHB.
Well, get it back out. We didn't even see it. As soon as you pull it out.
Yeah,
You gotta be fast, Ken.
Yeah, I guess.
Ultramel pin. This one.
Kraft don't play no games. He's in and out, in and out.
That's why I don't got a lady.
This one's purchased from BHB.
Sorry, Cat.
Also got,
Hold on, he's gonna pull a lady out right now for you.
and you knew it was a lady, right?
See that?
And this one is also from BHB, but I doubt they
Got
were
a
produced
ching.
by him. And please be gravid. Or don't, because I got a better mouth.
See, I didn't really want to.
Which pair to her?
Ultramel, the male I just showed was paired to her.
Okay.
So
Nice.
I'm hoping to take this one, that is the Ultramel Het Pied, and pair it to her to make
See, look.
Pied Het Ultramels. And yeah.
He was trying to see it, but you took it back too quick again. In and out.
He's fast. He's like Johnny Lightning, baby. I'm talking about.
Ultramel.
Nice, nice. I can see pie tracks from here.
Yeah, right. And he's proven. So, and I was talking about this earlier about how to get ahead in the project. Now I can make pie.
Ultra Pied. Yeah. Well, if you're showing them again, I mean, we'll look at it again.
Right? I mean, and then I have the female. It's the opposite. So now everything's at least going to be
100%.
double het, or visual het, or visual het, or double visual. 25% chance of each.
All down the line.
Yep.
That's
How you
why I
coming with
like
them?
doing that. If you do, like, say, pied, het ultra male to ultra male, het pied, it breaks everything down that you could hit to 25%.
Yeah, compared to the original pairing, which was hoping for double heads, right?
Right.
Double heads. You got to pair them back together. Maybe hit one.
It's a process.
Now I don't have to deal with that. I can just make it.
Nope. I'm getting helped out in a couple projects to where I don't have to do that. Sending females out to other people.
I mean,
It's getting exciting.
Projects, none of them work
Yeah,
out.
we don't do that.
Oh, well,
That's the big thing now, and I don't know. I don't do that.
well, you're too old school to understand that, Nick. You just keep in your old ways. Just stay there.
I mean, if you got like a female that you absolutely don't need that year,
I'll just sell
it's
her.
got a banger male that goes perfectly.
And Nick says, I'll
Split it.
sell it.
Sell it.
I don't
I got
have
money.
any. Like my shit is like I don't really intend on getting rid of anything, and I could breed these same snakes every year for the rest of my snake breeding life, as long as it may be however long. I wouldn't give a shit. Now, if somebody
Gregor, should
wanted
breed your own
to
rodents.
do what?
What's that?
My bad. Go ahead, Nick. Go ahead, Nick.
What was
Sorry.
you saying? No, I was done. I thought you were asking a question.
Yeah, I was asking Dragos if he breeds his own rodents.
Yeah,
Oh hell yeah!
I'm trying to get Nick's colony going right now. This is what I got. This is what's gonna provide Nick his food. These babies.
Yeah, I got
Oh, what are you guys,
got a-
neighbors?
ASF?
No, these are just
I
rats.
got
Yeah, don't worry,
a
dude.
pied male that I'm trying to work
But this
something
is
out.
42 of them.
Yeah, I got a bunch with that sort of.
That's gonna be the
coloration.
next grow outs. And then I
Hell
got
yeah!
3 racks here, and I'm gonna put 4 more on this side.
You got your freezers yet?
No, I'm picking one up this weekend.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's cool. Have you built your chamber yet for euthanization?
No, but what I'm gonna do is use this.
Are
one
we
of
going to
these
talk about
things.
that?
Look, see with the rubber
Okay.
seal on it.
Yeah.
But instead
And
of this, I'm gonna
CO2.
get the half size, and I'm gonna
Okay.
use one of them. And what I was gonna do is put a little port on it, like you were saying though. From I'm gonna go to the
Home
academy.
Depot or some shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and get the fittings for it. That way I could put the cylinders. But I was gonna get a big paintball cylinder. You
Yeah,
know?
it's a big. Yeah, normally it's like a paintball.
Yeah.
CO2. It's
Yeah, 'cause I was
CO2.
looking at
CO2,
the
However you
gallon
get it.
tanks.
And you can
However
take
you
it
get
and
it.
twist it off. And, yeah.
I mean, you
I
can go
got
to Home
one of them.
Depot.
You go to the
get it.
welding shop. You go to the welding
Yeah.
shop.
Yeah,
You get
yeah,
all the
that too.
CO2 you want.
That's
I
right.
got one of
Or
those
you
soda
do-
streams. You know, the kids wanted them growing up, and you can make your own soda. Only thing I got to do is set that thing down there and rig something to push the button. Like, put a rod down in there because the button's right on top. Let that
Yeah,
release.
People get mad when I talk about that and about how to do it, but I would rather tell somebody how I think is the best way to do it. And I'm got to be honest, I think that's like the absolute most. People look. I know old school motherfuckers that they'll say, "I throw it in the freezer," and they still do it, and they're proud of it, and they don't give a shit. And I'm like,
That's
dude,
kinda
you
cool.
do not do that. Yeah, and I'm
Yeah.
like, you know how I feel about the whole fucking feeding shit live and all that, but I find that very fucking abusive to put an animal in the freezer. Like if I have to freeze a
Like a
snake
mammal?
that's dying,
Hold on. A mammal.
yeah, people do that. Like people will do
So
that,
how
and
long
that's
would it
why.
take them to die?
Oh, it's-
They're mammals.
I mean, yeah,
Warm-blooded.
it's a painful death. Think about
Right.
freezing to death. I mean, that's
And when
exactly
you
how
do
they
the
will feel.
CO2, it's
reptiles.
They go to sleep. I mean, yeah,
Right.
they're gonna spaz for a second, but I mean, have you ever had to put a dog down?
They don't
I mean,
put it
you-
in the freezer.
No, hell no. No, that's the
I
absolute
mean, we
worst
always just
thing
took
to
it out
do.
back and put a bullet in its head, but that don't work with a rat.
I
No,
tried
mean,
that. I tried with a pellet gun
rats.
for the breeder range.
That's the
You
best
can't
way.
do that type of shit.
Dragos, you got any paintball stores around by you?
Or welding
yeah,
shop,
yeah.
or
Yeah, so go there, get a CO2 tank. You can get a hose with on-off valve. The other side of that container, run a fish line out into water. And, oh,
yeah.
yeah. So this way, the other side, the CO2 will seep out into the water. When the water stops bubbling, the CO2 is usually good.
No,
really?
you suck it out the other side. You get the wall on.
Morgan,
Huh? Oh well, I mean, you can if you want. I mean, you know what I mean.
No,
You go,
that kills too many brain cells.
Morgan wants me to show this, so I will. This is a pastel lesser GHI.
Yeah,
Hell,
I see
albino.
that GHI. That's beautiful, boy. I like that. And
I
that's a
love
male?
this snake. Yeah, it's a male.
How old
It's
is he,
Simba.
Trump?
Uh,
Year old?
I don't have his birthday. Yeah, I mean, I think he's like maybe a year and a half, maybe. I don't know
About
though.
800
Like
grams?
I don't know how many grams he is. To be honest with you,
looking
I
nice,
don't have
He's
the
though.
paperwork.
probably
I don't-
600-700.
Yeah, I don't have.
good.
He's breeding ready for sure. I just don't have the paperwork. He's over a year old though, not by much.
I mean, he looks
Maybe like.
breeder size. Pop out his pains. We'll see.
For sale.
I don't do that.
How much is that one, Trump?
I don't pop out.
Morgan's selling everything on there.
Trump,
Morgan said for sale.
Morgan does all the popping. I don't do it, and I don't assist feed because I just can't do it. I feel like I'm gonna hurt them, and I ain't gonna do it. I'm a very mean looking bastard, and I'm rough. Like, don't fuck with me, but I don't want to. I feel like I'm hurting animals when I'm trying to do shit to them, so I just let Morgan do it. She's got the
He's a
mother
curly boy.
hands. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But yeah, it's for
some people
sale.
got
I don't know.
very fine.
I don't know how much Morgan wants to sell it for.
Morgan,
If y'all
how
just hit
much?
us-
You did take your medicine.
Yeah,
right?
if she
I'd say like
wants to
350.
say,
350.
if she wants to say,
RSO
350,
over there.
400.
I think it might be 400, but we might work out something plus shipping.
325 plus shipping.
325 plus shipping. Oh no, you have to talk to Morgan.
That's what she
That's
said.
Dang.
Oh, that's what she said. Okay, well then there you go. Fucking DM her on Instagram if you want it. I'll show it a little bit more then. Look. Okay, everybody. We got a 325. 325, 325.
Starting off at
Let's
325, 325. Do it here, 340, 340.
pastel
Do it here, 340.
GHI. No, it's a beautiful. He's a
I mean,
sweet-
I will confirm pastel and all those genes here.
He's such a good snake.
You want to add him to? It says sold to David, or he's just
Well,
saying
hit her up.
no.
Hit us up on Instagram, man, for real if you want it. I mean, we got other stuff for sale too. I mean, we don't go through Morph Market really anymore because it's expensive. I mean,
It's exactly what I
when you've got 20 something babies that you're trying to sell, or even adults, or however many snakes, once it gets over a certain amount, it starts to get expensive. I mean, because you have to pay for every one you post. So it
pride are not letting them come down to what the market is. They think that they're, underselling themselves, but you kind of got to come down a little bit to sell. That's just how the market is right now.
Well, that's like us. We know we're not going to get rich. We're not trying. We're hobby breeders, so
yeah, right.
We don't care. We don't really care about the market because, like I said, our prices are going to be not really that expensive, because we're just doing it to have fun and pay for our collection and shit like that. You know what I mean?
Who's
and I
starting
think that a lot of people. The what?
Who's starting the
The
marketplace? I seen something on Instagram the other day.
Oh no.
I don't think it's a Facebook. It's Marketplace for Reptiles.
I know Billy has Herp Social. Cold Blood is Cold Blood is the Morph Market one.
But I mean, it's like bullcrap. Like in Morph
But
Market,
it's just like a Facebook for breeders.
it used to be you could get 3 free listings, right, on Morph Market, right?
Now you get one.
You just have 3. Now it's 1. And
Yeah.
you gotta pay like $25 to have 30 fucking snakes. where
And let me tell you something, they
would
won't
not
let
actually
you
be worth
post.
it posting there.
We tried to
Daring
work
learn
around
guidance.
it. They will not let you post a picture of a clutch of multiple snakes and say inquire. They will not let you do it because we tried. I'm just throwing that out there. They won't.
Yeah, I
let
mean, I have nothing against Darian. I do dislike that he made it harder for people like me to post multiple snakes for relatively inexpensive. Because if I'm posting my one, I'm posting my one snake. If I'm posting my 3 snakes that were for sale, in about 4 months, I would have run out of the money that I would have profited in any way, shape, or form on those 3 snakes that I was posting on his platform. So it makes no sense for me to actually pay for his platform until I have something that's worthwhile to actually post there that I can sell to somebody that, the fee for Morph Market and the shipping and whatnot is going to work out for both parties. It's like, really?
I mean, we got a snake on Morph Market, but it's the free one.
Yeah, mine.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm not.
It's a. Well, I mean, I could post greater, but
Well, I don't want to sound cheap and like a dick or anything, because Morph Market is the shit. I mean, Morph Market is really the biggest fucking animal
Right.
reptile trade fucking thing on the
He
internet.
doesn't realize is that some of us will just make a deal offline, like here.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And then go post it on Morph Market, like we made the sale through there, but we made it through here. And that's happened. I've done that on my end. I've done that on the buying end.
I will say this
You not realize
about the changes to Morph Market. He's not shying away from suspending certain people from Morph Market, bigger people, just because of who they are.
I mean, if they're shitheads, they're shitheads, right? I mean, we can
Like that whole Bob Clark thing that was going on. He, if you watch that video,
So what if
he
Bob
says
Clark
that,
is a G if he's
Well,
11 to 12 emails he got about him. And
that's a whole nother thing, though.
Yeah, I mean,
I feel like that's a whole nother thing. I feel like Bob Clark called him out and he didn't have anything to say other than the same old bullshit. He didn't really have any evidence that I saw that. I mean, I don't know. I've never been to Bob Clark.
The thing is Darian wasn't going to sit there and show Bob the emails, because then he's showing people the customers that complained. And then
He don't
Bob
have to
go back
show
and
that.
bit.
He could have redacted.
But then again, if I'm going to complain about something, I'm going to go directly to the source. I'm not going to go to a third party.
Yeah.
I'm going to go to the source and say this is a problem. Da 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 da.
But you got to understand Bob Clark's position. He makes thousands, like multiples of thousands of dollars off through Morph Market, and it's like, I mean, I don't know. I don't think. I mean, you're going to have people complain about anybody. If you sell that many snakes at that volume, you're going to have complaints. Look at Brian Barczyk, and you're going to find complaints. Look at Nerd, you're going to find complaints. Look at anybody.
Sure, but you're not going to find complaints like with Bob Clark or Samson Pruitt.
What do you mean?
What's up, Gary?
You're not going to find them with them?
And not on that
level. Gary?
We all sort of like thought Samson Pruitt was some good dude, but then we seen his fucking collection. I don't even care if
I never thought he was good. When I found out about him, he was fighting dogs, and I always fucking said,
and I
fuck
thought he
him,
was a shithead then, and then apparently people let him back in, whatever. But like just see those animals, and then to hear, Bob Clark's a legend, but to hear the similar things where you selling stuff with mice or six snakes. I don't care if you're Methuselah in this industry. If you're selling sick animals or animals that aren't up to par to your reputation, you should get called out.
Yeah.
But what was the situation?
All of you, if I send you a snake that I say is 100% fine, right? It's awesome. And I'm charging you, $5,000 for it, and you get it and it dies like 2 days later. That's on me.
So how do we know that he didn't reimburse them? That's what I'm saying. There's too many unknowns for me to pick a side. You know what I'm saying?
That.
In all honesty,
I understand that.
Because first of all, the Morph Market side, they never really showed him any proof or anything, or
Yeah, because he
they
didn't
own.
want to rat out the people, but
But that's what I'm saying.
supposedly he has the proof.
I mean,
Well, he
my
could have
whole thing is-
redacted the names. You know, he
It-
could have said something besides bad reviews, because bad reviews, I could be at a show and somebody look at me the wrong way and get a fucking bad review.
And it
Or
could
I
be
could get
one
a bad
person on 10
review.
different accounts, and I mean, there's
Exactly.
a lot
it
of,
could be,
I guess.
it could be anything, but I'm not saying that Bob Clark's a saint. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, but I don't know the situations for me to pick a side. That's what I'm saying. I'm not
Okay,
for
yeah,
Bob Clark, or
that's
I'm not
definitely
for
fair.
Dorian or Darian. I'm just kind of trying to figure out
Nick.
that shit, you know?
That's because you're staying in your lane, brother. That's why.
That's
You're staying
right.
in your
Yeah, that's
lane.
right. You know, I don't care. I don't care about all that shit. I know I take care of my animals, and people can
That's
say
it.
what they want about Tubbs or Rex or whatever, but I take care of my animals, and I fucking love them. They love me.
If you don't have haters,
You know?
if you don't have haters, you're not doing
Yeah,
something
you're gonna.
right.
But that's what I'm saying. That's it. My whole point is about bad reviews. There's always, if you sell thousands of anything, if I sell 1,000 fucking rocking chairs, right? It's not like fucking a lot of them people are gonna have something bad to say because it doesn't suit them.
Averages would state you would have some bad rocking chairs. That's true.
I'm just saying, you
Is
know
your
what I mean?
rocking
Though,
chair
like
hard? Is it going to be a hard
I
rocking chair?
go to restaurants all the time and I'm reading the reviews. I can't even read them because there's bad ones. And if you relied on the bad reviews on everything, your life would be bland. But
Right.
if you get, I do agree, if you get a sick snake from somebody, they should reimburse you or they should make it right. 100%. That goes without saying. We shouldn't even have to say that.
Yeah, I mean,
But I don't know
there's
the
just been enough
situation.
that I've heard about certain people from certain people that where it's like this might be a thing. I don't like it. Like if Nick, for instance, if you buy an Ultramel Pied from me and I sell it to you as a female, it turns out being a male, I'm gonna hook you up. I'm gonna eat that fucking cost to,
Well,
at that
see,
point,
to
it'll be like,
me, it depends. Like, I don't know. Like, if I didn't pay a shit ton of money for it, which I never do in the first place, I probably wouldn't give a shit. I mean, I'm just being honest. I have so many snakes that turned out to be different sexes, but that is just me. And that's what I'm saying. Everything is for speculation. I mean, everything is independently felt by that specific person. And I'm just not that person. I guess the best way to describe it is like Stan said, I stay in my lane, man. If I buy something from somebody and it turns out to be a female, if I hit them up and I'm like, hey man, this snake turned out to be a male and it was sold as a female, I paid $100 extra for it and I've had it for fucking 2 years, you know what I'm saying, or whatever.
You had it for 2 years before you figured it out. That's one.
One of my males ended up being a female, and I got a hold of them people, and I told them thank you.
Like I said, I spent $20.
Thank you.
A male, normal. Turned out to be female het for Pied.
Yeah, but see, my thing is everybody wants the females. Okay, but if I understand if you need a female, but if you just need that gene, then I don't know why it would matter if it's a male or a fucking female, because a male you don't have to wait as long. So I'm all about males.
I feel most
That's
normals
so
and
scary.
people fail to realize it. I think most normals have some sort of hidden gene in it regardless. It's just what you plug into or is going to show you what you get.
Yeah, Dave, people don't have to act like
I
a
might
dick.
not be 100% on that, but I'm pretty sure with normals, you plug something into it,
You
you're
might
going to
get
get
some
something
het
you
pies.
wasn't expecting.
Yeah.
Are you?
What is that
And
big old girl or big old dude?
My first breeder female.
I'd say it looked like a big girl.
Might actually
About 25, 28, 3,000. How big is it? How much does it weigh? Look at him. He's got a scale on deck.
I got to get it right now. Let's see it.
Hey, let's see who can call it. I say 2,800 grams.
25.
What you say?
I'm going
2650.
I'm going 29.50.
What you say, Kraft?
I'm going to say
25.
2,500.
All right. You're holding her though, so you kind of got
Yeah,
an
I know.
advantage.
She is
28.
147.
What is
What?
it?
2147.
Holy cow!
Damn,
I got one
she-
heavier than that.
She
Yeah, I
looks
mean,
big.
I had one heavier than that too, but
Is she gravid?
no.
She's fat. She looks fat and juicy.
My blade triple het weighs more than her.
No, I don't.
She's a
feel
pretty
any
snake.
eggs. But she went last year. It's just really weird that she got that big but didn't go. I mean, when she was soaking wet last year, she was 900 grams after laying my first clutch. So she blew up. But I have had a couple that were over 3,000 grams. They did not give me as nice clutches.
How old is she?
She, let's see. I think she was born in like 2018, so she's not that old. I mean, she was older than I thought she was. So she's pre-pandemic, but she's still a proven breeder, het pied.
That blade triple het was born in 2021, and she's already 2,200 grams.
Yeah, I mean, it all depends. Like, she was tiny as hell, and then went up to my buddy's house. Got bred to his Firefly Pine, and she came back looking like a blood python. So,
Yeah, like she walked to the triple het male, and she blew up. Looked like someone put a balloon in her butt and blew it.
Yeah, I mean, like I think my oldest is 5 years old. That's the one I got from Chris, the Bumblebee Star. And she was pretty girthy, but
Sorry, Kent. I forgot.
you put me on solo. But yeah, I mean, it's just insane how big these animals can get, and then not do anything.
Drago's getting jumped in the background or something.
I know, Drago. Shut up.
Huh?
Sounded like he was getting jumped or something.
Sound like them rats is eating his ass.
Yeah, and it was fucking attacking me, bro.
This is my smallest female breeder, right here.
Smallest.
This is the This is the champagne that bred that from them babies I showed. The champagne. This is a champagne pinstripe.
Champagne, and you can see.
I'd say she's about 1,415, maybe.
Oh, do you want me to try to weigh her?
Yeah, why not? Let's guess on it.
1,600.
I'm saying 1,450.
1,450.
1,200.
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe on the lower end myself.
Well, I mean, are you feeding her to breeder?
Oh, she just laid eggs.
1325. Yeah, let's say.
She laid egg. Oh, well, here I can tell you right now. It's red on the tub. She's 1,021 grams.
Well, see, that's no fun. Wow, I was way off.
But yeah, she laid. Her babies were the ones I showed earlier. So, hang on.
I mean,
I guess it was only 1,021.
April or May she laid.
Morgan's even saying 1,270. You better weigh that.
Well, I'm gonna weigh her. Okay,
You're gonna weigh her.
Back on food.
Okay.
She ain't no 10.7 or 10.21.
The tube, windsock weight.
He went to it took her about a month to go back on food. But
Yeah,
that's why I like to
my
breed
luck.
bigger snakes, because I feel they don't have a problem going back on food.
I mean,
All mine went right back on food.
yeah, I've never had a concern aside from that first one that now is huge. So she
Hold
can
on,
give me
everybody.
hides if she wants to. If not, she's gonna do ultra.
What up, Luke? Thanks for coming back.
Lukey Dookie.
What's up, Connor? How's it going, buddy?
All right, let's see.
Appreciate that, Luke.
She's 1,074 grams, so not that much more. She's a little girl. She's always been a little baby.
She looks bigger than that on TV. They say TV at 5 pounds.
She's a really good
what
snake.
size, Trip?
You would ask me that.
We would.
Look, I don't know, man. Like maybe
6?
6 or 7. All right, everybody. 6 or 7 eggs. I don't know. I don't remember.
Oh,
We're
viable?
looking for a male pied. Male pied.
What's up? Dorian, Darian. Thanks for coming in. Dorian. Yeah, that one's Dorian. Dorian Darian thing, you know, that one. Slithery Serpents' name is Dorian. And I always get Dorian and Darian confused. Greg, what's up, dude?
What's up, Greg?
Gary's here too. Mitzi's here.
We still got 10. We was up to actually 20
This
a little
motherfucker's trying
earlier.
to kill me.
We're back up to 10. Yeah, she's grabbing your neck.
She's friendly though, man. She just wants hugs. She's very friendly.
I had one that was like really, I think, trying to grip my arm the other day down by my wrist. I mean, she was getting pretty tight.
She was sizing
What
you
are
up.
you doing?
Yeah, I mean, if you got to assist feed something that's bigger than the hatchling, sometimes they'll wrap you up.
I mean, I just want to show everybody this is what a good snake's like. You see this? Look at her. She's
I
not
could do that to my
jerking.
clown.
Yeah, she's not jerking or any of that shit. She loves it. Like it's like she loves the scratches. She's like a damn dog. Look at that. Everybody, get a snake,
you,
man.
dude.
They're awesome. They're awesome.
We can show that off,
I love
right?
them.
That you want to actually deal with that?
Luke at work, I bet. Luke's at work.
All right. We got a black-headed yellow belly.
All kinds of things going on over here. I'm
Yeah,
happy.
really.
She's spicy on my end. Or she is.
But you got a bitey one going on over there?
Well, she's good now.
Oh, Ken's got another one.
Blackhead yellow belly.
Blackhead, yeah.
Ew.
I like that.
And it hasn't realized that it hates me and wants to bite me. So I mean that's nice. Fresh shed.
Is anyone working lavender pieds?
No. I mean I have both things.
Because when this blackhead lays, I'm going to be moving on from her too.
This one will bite me. This one's my lace.
I'm getting one of them, but she's going to be lacehead orange ghost.
So she's a
Could be
male
thinking.
lace.
You said what?
Male lace. So
I thought you said Mandarin.
ain't no Mandarin. If I had
I
that,
said
thought that's what you said. I was fixing to say, look, man. What you
and
want
even
for that?
this guy's a dickhead, but still.
Get him.
Now, I will definitely say if I go pick up the blood, it will be a dickhead. So I'm not going to do that. Well, those are my two of my angriest ball pythons that normally are bitey. And they weren't. Blue Zombie says he has a lav het pied female.
That gets kind of hairy when you're up in a tree. Been there.
Lav het pod female.
Give him a kiss.
Lav het pod female. Lav het pod female.
That's cool, Dave.
Clutch of dreams.
I just have that blackhead female. She's het pied, het live, and I'm not going to be working dreamsicles. So I'm going to be selling her when she laid. I took her to the leopard clown. So as long as I get a blackhead het clown out of it, I'm happy. What I wanted anyways. So I'm hoping it proves out grim and I get some crazy blackhead leopard grim het clown.
I mean, if you don't care for both of the possible hets or double hets, if you care for one of them, keep it. I mean, I got some.
Oh yeah, I am keeping the one that's closest to the all gene that I think the best looking blackhead with leopard in it. I'll keep it, male or female. But the rest of them will be gone. There'll be possible het pied, pos het lab, but 100% clown.
Does anybody mess with Lucifer? The Lucifer. I mean, yeah, I'm down with the devil, but seriously, the Lucifer
The
gene.
Lucifer gene. I haven't really heard much about it.
Fire line, from what I understand, right?
I want to get the one that I got from Car Reptiles on that giveaway, and I want to show y'all because that's the only thing I have that's Lucifer. I've heard.
Let's check it out.
I think Lucifer is just another line of fire.
Or something in that complex. I think Kevin definitely names things that are his.
Right.
Well, yeah,
That's
he's
came
the
out
evil
there.
morph god. Of course, it's going to be Lucifer.
Right. So I mean, yes, that's a
Lesser Inchy Lucifer.
Het
Lesser Inchy
Pine.
Fire.
Yeah, Het Pine.
I mean,
I
there-
like that. That's
there's
nice.
some
That's
pattern
nice.
reducing. Right, you can see the blushing on the sides.
I've got this and the other one eating quail.
It was on that list, the North Market that I put out a while ago. It was on the same, like Lucifer and Fire, same.
Though I will say, odium is something that Kevin works with at Nerd.
Yeah, yeah.
That is legit something.
I
Like,
think there is something up with Odium. I'd say
not
it's different.
just Kevin naming something to name it. I mean, there's a dividing line. Phil from Finger Snakes works with it, and you can see it. It's kind of cool how it just.
What are you gonna breed that to, Nick?
Oh, I'll show you.
Oh, he'll show you.
I got
He'll get it
here,
right out.
baby.
We can't miss an inch of that. I got you on there now. We're ahead of it.
This is a lesser pastel Het Pine is what it was given to
So you're
me
going
as.
for bells.
Lesser pastel head pied.
It just shed like last night too, so it looks pretty. It's a lot like darker. Like all these blacks are really dark. Oh,
Yeah, they look dark.
It's a really pretty snake.
What'd you say is in it?
Lesser pastel head.
Lesser pastel Het Pine.
Oh, I don't know. There might be something else hiding there.
I don't know.
To throw that
He
dark
said
like that.
The head will say that it is pastel, right? The blushing and the blue eyes, right? And the blushing on the sides will say it's butter or lesser.
See, I go a lot with that eye stripe too.
Yeah, you see the bluish tint.
Yeah.
And
Well, my
blushing.
pastel, my other pastel's got a green eye, but it's got that eye stripe that goes through.
Yeah.
I like
Going
Phantom.
But you can see on the sides, the belly, sort of blushing up. That's the
Oh, yeah.
butter, right?
Yeah. Well, that's the head. That's what'd you say it was? What'd you say?
Had albino, I think.
You said it had.
Well,
pied.
that's the Het. It's Het Pied, so I'm
Oh.
I
pretty
mean,
sure
there
that's
should be
why
some
it's got.
crack or a ring or somewhere, or it just exists because it was made that way.
Oh yeah, that's beautiful.
Yeah, I'm
Nice
happy
little
with
snake.
it.
I can't
I got
show
this
if I
one.
threw one off. She's just a bitch.
I won this one when I won that Lucifer when I just showed on that giveaway. Glenn's giveaway. I came in the last minute and won both of them, both Het Pieds.
Even looking at that, Nick, the this pastel and lesser, the alien heads and whatnot, it's a really cool pattern that you have going on.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It
Well, I
doesn't-
didn't, I don't know what's in it to be honest with you. We're gonna find out though. Hopefully, I mean, we really just want it because it's Het Pied. We're trying to get a lot more
The
into
alien heads
pieds.
are like really cool. They're blown out. They're lacking the dots.
Yeah, they ain't no dots, no eyes.
Yeah,
I
he's a
mean,
pretty little boy.
I would if I had that hair.
It's just so dark.
I would try to see what it could be.
Yeah, no, we're definitely not getting rid of this one. But it's so dark. Like I wish the camera would do it, but this shit is like black. Like it looks like someone took ink and like I don't know, painted it. I don't know. It just shed though, so that's why it looked so
But
good in person.
I expect to see some like eyes in the alien heads, right? Given what's in
I
there,
don't.
but they're all over the place. The butter lesser's blushing it out. It's cool.
Well, yeah, that's the lesser, like you said, right?
Yeah, Lesser Phantom is a karma. It's kind of like a blue-eyed Lucy. They're supposed to have blue eyes, but they have some graying and purplish pattern on them.
Good white belly.
I mean, just pastel and lesser. I mean, that is cool.
Oh yeah.
If it's
Oh
half
yeah,
eyes.
pastel, man. Pastel is the shit. I'm telling you.
Anyway, that's my thing.
Really excited about that. I didn't even want those snakes. I really didn't even want them. Like
But Morgan did.
Yeah, my old lady was like, "You better not fucking let them snakes," because I done gave away like $100 off of the morph market or some shit like that. I don't even know what I gave to somebody
I think
else
it was
because
a
I
snake,
just
wasn't it?
no, it was a morph market. Like
I thought you
Maybe.
gave a snake too, though. Huh?
I don't know, I don't remember. It was somebody I just looked in the comments that wanted it, and I said, "You can, give it to him." I don't know, or
Did you
spin
just get
again
Bailey?
or some shit.
You gave Bailey the snake but
Yeah,
last week.
I gave away that snake to Bailey's Royal Beauties the other night. That was pretty cool. We're waiting on it to cool off a little bit before we ship it.
Heck yeah.
Which
But
Yeah, I didn't think
they've been in
anybody else was going to
contact.
comment that night.
Say what now?
I didn't think anybody else was going to comment that night.
Oh, I
There's
didn't either
probably
for a
like
little
what, 10
while.
people in there?
Yeah, I had to post it. It was a good couple, 2 post-its full, like, with names going down it. But I mean, it was just something to do. Like, I got so many snakes, and I'm not going to get rich off of it. And that snake I gave away, I would have probably only asked $80 for, but it's a beautiful ass snake, and it's free. I'm not going to make them pay shipping or anything, it's free. So and they're just like, I guess mom or family, like the daughter and the dad and shit.
You can look
Are you?
So that's cool.
at
He faked me out.
But yeah, I was happy to let
made sure
somebody
you
like
still
that
in
have
there.
them. Because I like, we do it with our kids, so that family, Bailey's family, does it. So
Anyone going to Arlington coming up?
I'm thinking about it, man. My
No,
buddy's
sir.
going that breeds crested geckos, and he's wanting me and my old lady to go. But I don't know. We're trying to move, but I really want to go. I'm not wanting to go, but I just don't think we have the money.
Yeah. So with showing that animal, I kind of have to deal with that animal. Now I have a feisty boa and a feisty blood python, so I got to put time together to deal with them. So that's what I'm going to do before I go to bed. So Ken, thank you for coming on. I assume we'll maybe be hanging out on Saturday for the West Virginia game. Who knows? But the rest of y'all take care, and I'll talk to y'all later.
All right, brother.
Later,
Later,
man. It's
Kraft.
good talking to you, man.
Thanks for coming, dude. We got, we're a minute 40. We'll stay on for 2 hours. So we got about 19 more minutes. That's the cool part of this is meeting the people. Like when I went to Warple's barbecue, it was just, nice to see the people that you look at on this screen. And we're all pretty cool people.
Yeah,
For the most part.
Daytona was fire this year, man. We had a
I
blast.
bet.
The
That's a long ass
Airbnb,
drive.
yeah, the Airbnb was off the chart.
How'd you make out with that hurricane that just went through there? I mean, apparently, I'm guessing you're all right, but
Yeah, we're on the East Coast, so we're like a little bit over an hour, just about an hour, maybe a little over to Jacksonville. 25 minutes to Daytona south of us. So we just got like a little bit of wind and rain out of it. Really, we didn't get too much craziness out of it. I mean, a couple towns over from us, it's like this is Florida, so like, man, it'll be raining over at the street from where I'm at, and it'll be dry and sunny right here for like 20 minutes. It'll be pouring over there, and you won't get no rain here. So like a couple towns over, kind of got a good bit of rain, but it dries up pretty quick. I mean, I know down by Jeremy Bod, the water was coming up his sidewalk pretty good. And
right.
subsided, so they were pretty good, and they're over on the West Coast, so I'm glad they made it too. All right,
Right. Yeah, Stan, rub it in.
What's that?
Luke was saying rub it in that you're like 25 minutes from Daytona or 20 minutes from Daytona or whatever.
Well, come on down, Luke.
Luke, my boy. Luke, my boy.
Biketoberfest is next month, man.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, you got the Daytona week down there. Isn't that thing like a blast in Daytona? Like, don't everyone come there? Or that bike
Yeah,
fest
so
thing?
Biketoberfest is next month, well, in October, and then Bike Week is in I think it's like the first week of March, something like that. Bike
I
week
know
is
there's a
10
couple things
days.
that goes on down there.
Biketoberfest is 4. Yeah, they have like Jeep Fest or Jeep Week that's on the beach. They have like a truck week. There's always something going on down there. Throughout the summer, Friday and Saturdays, they have like tribute bands right on the band shell, which is right on the boardwalk, right in Daytona. And that's free. I mean, you don't have to pay for nothing. You just sit there, chill, listen to music, have some cocktails. There's food there. The beach is right there.
Hell yeah.
Can't beat
I mean,
that.
it's kind of, if you ain't got nothing to do, to go out for the evening and listen to some music for a little while. And usually by nighttime, it's kind of cool. You get the ocean breeze coming off the ocean. So it's not like you're dying there, standing there having some cocktails and listening to music.
See, if I lived down there, I'd want to work a night shift. I'd want to work all night, when it's nice and cool, and sleep all freaking day when it's hot and miserable. Then on the
But
weekends, it's
everything
party
down
your
here,
ass off all night.
if you're working inside, man, everything down here is AC. Go from
AC,
your car,
yeah.
AC, everything, man. Everything is AC.
My dad was a maintenance man down West Palm Beach for a couple years, and he said that 90% of the time what we're doing is going out replacing hurricane shutters on houses. And I was like, well, damn, that's easy shit. He was making like $30 an hour to drive around and do that. And they gave him like the company he worked for paid for like the house that they lived in. He didn't have to pay rent, so they was.
A buddy
It's
of mine,
making
he
it good.
works for FEMA when the storm comes through, and it's a website that he just found on the internet and shit, man. He makes it's like 3 something a day they pay him.
All right.
And he said all I do is ride around on a golf cart and hand out water and give directions to people.
Huh. That's
I'm
crazy.
like, hey, for $300 a day, sign me up, coach.
Yeah, give me a golf cart. I'll show you how to drive that thing.
I'm ready to play.
Well, in
today.
Daytona, man, they
Back
ride them
then.
up and down the street like it's a car, bro.
No way.
Yeah,
I
they
remember
don't
when
say
we went to
nothing to you.
Daytona. We went to Daytona for Bike Week a long time ago, and we rode on the beach. It was pretty cool, man. You could ride on the beach out there.
They do let some drive on the beach now, but it's not like it used to be.
Well, you got to pay
it's not
for
like it used to be. You used to be able to drive to 30 miles up and down, but they kind of put a kibosh to that because, bad apples ruin the bunch for everybody.
Well, yeah,
you know what I mean?
Hell, when we were out there were Harleys running through the fucking ocean. I mean, it was crazy.
Yeah. I mean, they still do like the bike show right on the boardwalk itself. And there'd be, a couple hundred bikes on there easily.
See, I don't know. I like third shift.
Because that's a lot of weight.
I wish I could work all night.
On a pier, I don't know.
I
guess if it can, I was thinking it was a lot of weight on that pier or whatever.
No, they don't do it. They don't do it on the pier. They do it on the concrete sidewalk that runs from the band shell.
Okay.
I might have some this year that are possible at sunset.
I got you, Stan. I got you.
Yeah.
Over there where they got that
if you've been there for Bike Week,
They got that big ass slingshot right there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hell yeah. But yeah,
30 years ago it used to be a bungee jump there 30 years ago.
Huh.
They take you up in a crane, you jump out with a bungee on you with a gigantic airbag on the ground just in case the bungee breaks.
Morgan wants to make a clown pastel super cinnamon.
So a sterling clown.
It looks like a white marbled fucking countertop or something. It's
what
crazy.
are y'all gonna put the clown pastel female to, Trip?
Fuck, I don't know. That's her thing. We have our different things that we do. Like she's wanting to get more into different things, and I like to, either stick with the original or I throw different shit with different stuff. I don't know. I just like to have fun with it. She's more of like, well, she gets down to the science of it. You know what I'm saying? Like she's on Morph Market on the genetic wizard. Like, well, if I do this, I don't do all
Tegus
that.
are illegal in Florida now. You can't have tegus anymore.
Yeah, no tegus down here. Nope.
Yeah, tegus are banned in Alabama, fucking one of the Carolinas, I think. Georgia, definitely Georgia. Are
All
they
right, so
illegal where
what?
you're at,
So let me.
Drago?
What's that?
Texas, they're illegal.
Is what
Are
legal?
tegus illegal in
No, they could
Louisiana?
have tegus in Texas.
Oh, I don't know. I want to get a frilled
It's it's a gray area in Texas because Texas is its own state. It's its own America, they are under that list.
Yeah. So what can they do to the ecosystem? That's the question.
Well, feral cats contribute more deaths to the animals in the ecosystem than anything.
Absolutely.
So if people want to argue, and I'm not going to say there are,
Absolutely.
I'm not going to say they don't do something, but you can look at any species in Florida. Every fucking thing in Florida was not a native species. There's one native animal pretty much in Florida, like besides snakes. I'm talking about like lizards or something. And that was like what, the green anole, and they're getting took over by the fucking Cuban anoles. And you have iguanas. Yeah. People say iguanas are bad. Iguanas are only bad because they eat people's fucking little expensive ass flowers, and they get mad about it because iguanas don't eat meat. So why would that be that bad, And if you think about it, all those animals came there by accident, pretty much. They didn't ask to be there. A lot of them animals came over, like the iguanas and shit, came over from like cases of fruit.
Keep on Morgan.
Produce, you know what I mean? And I'm not going to say people don't let them go.
They're trying to get iguanas back on here in Florida. So the U.S. Ark in Florida has been working pretty hard to get it back to where.
Well, I don't know why it would matter at this point. Yeah, at this point, an iguana is native.
They used to ship out over, there used to be over 1 million iguanas getting shipped out of Florida a year, and now it's gotten cut to none, which kind of put a damper on the market for everybody. So, of course, the population in the wild's going to go up. Nobody's out catching them anymore. I mean, like I said, you can go down by the Everglades and catch chameleons all day, every day.
Tokay geckos now. Yeah. They got tokay geckos now.
I ain't seen tokay geckos that are yet.
I haven't
there is
seen
some
them.
that almost look like tokay geckos, but I forget the name. They're not a tokay. I mean, there's some pretty big morning geckos down here that almost look like a tokay gecko. I mean, morning geckos, when
I went to Miami and we stayed in Homestead, and we were like in between Hollywood, Florida, Homestead, Florida, Miami, all them areas, and we stayed there for like 2 weeks or some shit, and I didn't see the first iguana. All I saw was them little curly-tailed lizards. That's all I saw. There was a shit ton of them. But I didn't see the first, and I was looking for them. You know what I mean? Like I was looking for these son of a bitches, and I didn't find them. And all you hear, I guess it's just different parts of Florida. But I would imagine the further south you go, the more you would fucking see. Am I wrong?
Yeah, because like in Miami, when it gets cold spouts, people on IG would be posting them. They'll be falling out of trees.
Oh yeah, they fall out of trees, but I mean,
they don't pick. They're frozen. They don't pick them up, and people don't dispose of them. Because they know as soon as it gets warm, the lizard comes right back to to life and takes off again.
I just thought it was crazy. I didn't see one. I was like, damn, you hear all this stuff about there's so much of this and that and everything else, and they're taking over, and I'm like, well, damn, I didn't see one.
Well, my buddy goes to Miami, and he'll send me pictures of signs that say "Don't feed monkeys," and he goes, "Man, as many times I've been to Miami, I ain't seen one monkey yet."
What?
But there's signs down there that says "Don't feed the monkeys."
What?
Yeah.
I ain't never heard of monkeys being in like that.
Yeah, and that's what I said.
Woods.
I was like, I mean, he's been down there quite a few times. I'm like, have you seen it? He's like, dude, I've never seen one yet.
I feel like a lot of like the berms, like to what Luke's saying, a lot of them animals, I'm not gonna say weren't put out there. But you got to also understand, like, for instance, the Burmese pythons, they had a research facility in Florida.
Yes.
The Burmese pythons.
Yes.
And a hurricane came through. And I mean, you're talking about a bunch, like maybe thousands of snakes, right? And when that hurricane came through, it destroyed that building. So that was poor readiness or preparedness. They didn't prepare for it, and they got released into the wild. Iguanas, like I said, that and like I said, people do let them.
Then they waited a long time to,
To address
start
it, to try to
doing
do something.
research and investigating on the berms. So the population of any, for all of us snake breeders, we all know if you wait, an X amount of time, they're gonna breed out in the wild. It's inevitable. And if you wait too long, well, if you let 5,000 in the wild go and you wait 5 years, well, instead of 5,000, now you might have, 30,000.
50,000.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
I mean,
30,
so the
yeah.
numbers just keep increasing year by year by year.
That
There's not
one
enough people to
facility,
catch them.
the one facility admitted it got wiped out by, I think, that hurricane that hit New
It was some
Orleans.
crazy number.
It was like
It was a long time ago.
256 sperms and like 300
Yeah.
repicks. I mean,
Yeah, it was
that
some
right
crazy
there.
number.
Yeah, that right there. I mean, yeah, that's only 500 snakes, but it was 5 years before they even thought
How
about,
many-
oh, wait,
how
we
many,
better do something. Think about that. How many
Think
could
about
that?
how many eggs they lay. They lay
Yeah,
like
and they
60
lay like
to 80
60
eggs or something.
Yeah, something.
Well, reticks,
I
I
mean-
think, lay live, don't they?
No, they lay eggs. They're a python.
Oh, they do? Okay. It's the boas that lay live.
But I mean, I think there are boa that lay eggs. I'm not sure. I don't breed boas. I only have one boa, but I don't think that them animals are necessarily from pet owners. I think that the majority of it is from accident.
1,000.
Like, let's say they get a shipment, like a shipload, like a whole fucking cargo ship full of produce, right? From Mexico or where the fuck ever they're getting it from. There's going to be baby animals, like baby insects,
Yeah, there's going to be
or
snakes and stuff
baby
in there.
lizards, baby snakes, different things in there.
Isn't that how we got the killer hornets over here now?
The what now?
The
The
killer
colored
hornets, ain't that how they got over here?
I still can't hear what you're saying.
The killer hornets, ain't that how they got over here?
Oh yeah. And the African bees, killer
bees, they
Yeah.
came
Yeah.
over.
100%, 100%. And that's what people don't understand. Like, people just want to jump to the conclusion that, well, it's because of careless people. There's ways to make it not careless. I mean, just like the people that do still own tegus and iguanas and Burmese and retics in Florida that got them chipped and got them, registered, they have checks. And if they do that, if they would do their, hire people to do that job or have people that would volunteer to do it, whatever, then these people could keep their animal and have the freedom that an American should have to be able to keep an animal and have the right to determine if I can take care of it, not somebody else determining what you can do yourself, because they don't know you. They don't know your capabilities. They don't know that I ain't going to buy the fucking most secure cage for that animal. They don't know that. You know what I'm saying? But when they pass laws and do all that, that takes that rights away. And that's bullshit, because we are Americans and that's goes against your rights. And people need to understand that. And people also need to be less careless. And that's why, like Ken says, image is everything. Don't do something online or say something online, because social, and I hate to say it, because I'm not, I'm a 90s guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, there was no social media. So like, social media is where it's at. You can like it or love it or hate it, whatever, but it is what it is. So when you're on social media and you do something, just try to think before you do it, and just think, is this really the best thing for me to do or say or argue with this person about or whatever? Sometimes it's just better to just think about it or be quiet and listen, or you might learn. I don't know. I don't know. I think what US Art is doing is good, but I think that it's going to take a hell of a lot more than US Art to fix it, because everybody in this community has to come together and just try their best. And it sucks. I mean, when you're driving down the road, you speeding, right? And then you come to an area that they sit and you don't want to get a ticket, so you slow down. You accommodate for that law, and you do things. So, I mean, there's always a way to make something work, and it's just people have to come up with that, because the government's not going to come up with it. So if someone has if somebody has a great idea, let it be known, put it out there. As long as it's positive and it would help the reptile community, put it out there, and maybe somebody will pick it up. That's got traction.
All right, well, go to usarc.org and sign the petition Don't blacklist my pets. If you haven't
Yeah.
already, head
Do
over there
all
and do
that.
it.
Do it.
Fucking email your congressman and let
We're
them
going to
know.
give
Always.
Nick his own segment. We're going to give Nick his own segment. Wide words from Trip, and we're let him speak.
Wise words. I need a little song and everything. Like
Yeah, like
today on Wise Words from Nick, we're going to talk about U.S. Ark. Okay, sign the fucking petition.
Just fucking do it.
Even if you don't have money, you don't have to donate money.
So
as long as you
I
sign it.
signed a petition, and it went over to Rubio, and Rubio sent me back this whole blah blah email, which I'm sure it's just the same old email that they would send anybody. But how it's it's damaging the ecosystem and this whole schmeal. Man, it's what I deem
they
as a
doing?
pet. What I deem as a pet for me is my personal belief.
Mhm.
And if you don't deem it as a pet, that's your opinion compared to my opinion. There's some people that raise wild birds, right? They come up, they feed them by hand, and they fly away. It's no different, right? I mean,
Right.
they're taking care of a wild animal. I mean, it's kind of like you can't go hunting unless you pay to go hunting. So I can't feed my family unless I pay you to go do it.
No spine.
It's just no. What does he say?
None. Mark Rubio is a jellyfish. No spine. None. Zero.
I just don't like the thought of somebody telling me what kind of animal I can have.
Exactly.
I just don't like that, and I don't want venomous. I'm not asking for no crazy ass animals. I'm asking for the opportunity to be able to have it if I fucking want it. We're not allowed to have anything in Alabama. Like, you're hardly allowed to have shit here. Like, no venomous, nothing. If you want to keep venomous here, you're doing it illegally, or you have a zoo or something.
So they don't even have a permit there that you can get. Not even like a paid permit.
They have the zoo permits, which all the zoos around here got rid of all their venomous for educational and everything because the insurance is too damn high. So the government makes it too high, so they can't fucking afford it. So they have to get rid of it, but that's a whole nother story. But yeah, you're not allowed to have it. You're not allowed legally to relocate rattlesnakes anywhere in Alabama. If you get caught, like if somebody called me and said, I have a rattlesnake, can you come get it? And I transport it way out into a national forest somewhere, they catch me doing that, I could get fined fucking thousands. I could even face jail time. They would rather you kill that fucking snake and than to let somebody relocate it. Even the pest control people that I work on Maxwell Air Force Base.
Hey, Tammy.
And those people cannot relocate them. They have to kill them. And it's so fucked. They're like proud to do it. And I'm like, man, come on. But see,
right?
They all know that I breed like ball pythons, and I'm not scared to reach down and pick up a rattlesnake. I mean, I've picked up rattlesnakes this goddamn big, and took them to places so they didn't get killed. Because if you look at a rattlesnake, when you pick it up and it's like this, and it's rattling and it's got its mouth open, that is the epitome to me as a Southern boy, as a fucking snake. You know what I'm saying? So when I see that and it's that big, that means that snake is a good aged snake. It's been around, and who the hell am I to kill it? Just because you're scared of something, why would you kill it? That's my thing. So, but yeah, in Alabama, you can't do that. Like, you can't own any. You're not allowed to own any native animals. So, like, technically, you're not really allowed to own rat snakes and corn snakes, technically, but you can. They still sell them in PetSmart and shit, but they're like the only, I don't know, like you're not really allowed to have it, I guess, under that clause because it isn't a native animal here, but you can have it. They just focus more on like tegus and iguanas and venomous animals like cobras. You're not allowed to have any venomous animals. But like if you was to get caught shipping a fucking cobra to Alabama and you didn't have a zoological establishment or whatever that shit is, what is it, a VA, whatever the fucking acronym is for it. But if you don't have those certifications for education or display and you have the insurance, then you can't have it. Like I could probably have venomous in my home if I really wanted to pay the multi-million-dollar insurance policy just for my personal collection. But you're never going to be able to do that, you know, for your snake collection.
They always make
Oh,
it too
no.
hard.
Yeah, retics, you're not allowed to have retics here. Damn sure. Nothing.
Jeez.
You're not allowed to have any snake that gets over 8 or 10 foot in Alabama. That's why we got a rainbow boa, because it might get 11 or 12, but it's rare, I guess. So we got one of the smaller boas. But
We
were
can
gonna
have
get
anything in PA. There's no regulations on anything.
yeah, and that's what.
PA is
That's
like the
because it
Wild
gets
West
so
for
cold.
you there, Ken.
Yeah, it gets so cold there. So
Yeah, but
Yeah,
that's
New
what
York
they
is
think.
just as
Lizards just
cold,
gonna die.
and they put a kibosh in New York on big snakes and some big lizards.
well, I'm gonna say this, and people are gonna dispute me about it, but I don't give a fuck where you're at. If you go down far enough in the ground, it ain't fucking that cold and it ain't that hot. It's a steady 50 something, 60 something degrees,
55
whatever.
degrees,
Yes,
6
sir.
foot down.
Okay, so when you go, a tegu can live in PA. I'm just putting that out there. It can live there even after all the fucking snow. A tegu can hibernate or brumate for 8, 9 it can brumate for as long as it needs to. You know what I'm saying? If it's a healthy lizard, so it's like they don't. That's a bullshit excuse. I feel that it gets cold and that's why they're not outlawed there, because that animal could still live there. You know what I'm saying? But you don't hear about it because it's not a tropical environment where they flourish. And that's what the messed up thing where you live, Stan, in Florida. And it's messed up because that is like the perfect. You couldn't ask for a more perfect fucking place other than
Environment for
their environment they come from. Yeah, I mean, it's environment wise perfect for breeding, everything. And it gets cold snaps. Florida gets cold, everybody. I mean,
Yeah, man.
you know, Stan, sometimes it'll get cold for a couple days and you're fucking bundled up. And
Yes,
I mean,
sir.
if
Yeah,
that
but
if that
40s are
tegu,
cold to them.
well, no, but I mean, yeah, but 40s is cold to a reptile,
Yeah.
regardless where you're at. But you know, even if you're talking about negative degree weather, like PA or wherever, I guess it gets like that. They could go underground. You know what I'm saying? Like they could do it. And they could
Geothermal, man.
live.
Geothermal.
I
All
did
they gotta
lots of
find is a
geothermal.
deep enough burrow, man. They'll be fine.
Yeah. I don't
Snow's
know. I
only
mean, like
got-
I said,
The snow's only gonna go down the hole so far before it melts. You know what I mean?
yeah.
I know a
When I
guy
lived
that
up
went to
north,
jail. I know a guy that
For
went to jail for 6 months, and it was through the winter. And he came home and totally thought his pet snake would be dead. Nope, that motherfucker was alive, crawling around his house, eating all the rats or mice that came in. He was fatter. He grew, and he said there was no heat on it. Got down to 50 degrees. He had busted water lines and everything. That snake somehow found a way to survive.
Oh, snakes
They find a spot.
they're savvy. Yeah.
hey, just think of a lot of the animals that are here. An alligator to me is a dinosaur. You know, turtles
They
are
are
dinosaurs.
dinosaurs.
You know,
They
Well,
are.
they
every
burrowed down in the
animal.
ground and waited it out, and boom.
Dude, have you seen those videos and images of them alligators? You probably see it in real life, Stan. I don't know if it freezes down there, but they'll put their nose above that water and the water will fucking freeze and that they'll breathe and they'll sit under that water and just breathe the whole fucking time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't
that
really
is
seen. I mean, I've seen some puddles get some
I'll
glare
go do-
ice on it, but
I
nothing
was wondering
really
what happened.
frozen. I mean, maybe if you get a little more up north or towards the panhandle, maybe, but
I just
I
seen
haven't seen
images
any
on
yet. I
like
mean-
the internet. It was cool as hell, man.
I mean, they're smart. I mean, they make, the females make some big nests when they do it, and you wouldn't think, like, how do they do that? But they'll make a pile of,
Oh
just
yeah.
leaves
3,
and
4,
brush
5,
and-
4. Yeah.
oh yeah, huge piles.
All right.
Hell
Well,
yeah.
I'm getting kind of tired, and my phone's down to 10%. So I think we better call it a go for
Yes,
tonight.
sir. 5 a.m.
Yeah.
comes soon.
Yep. Stan, thanks for being a part of this. You're awesome.
Yes,
Number
sir,
3
brother.
in the
Anytime.
bag.
Thank
Number
you.
3.
Chat, you've been great. Thanks for tuning in and playing along. Till next Thursday, we'll be back. We might have another live in between there. We pop up occasionally. But definitely next Thursday, 9 o'clock, RWO. We'll be back. Till then, later.
Simple.
Later.
We're out.